It's
Welcome
live.
everybody to the Sleestakians variety show.
We
Somebody
live.
the other day
Yay.
tried to be snarky to me on the internet, pointing out I have kind of a stutter or something, and so I'm Lorenzo the stuttering Sleestack today. They thought they could own me by saying that I
You
stumble over my
stutter.
words.
Okay.
It's like I know that already. That's part of the fun. And welcome Gap Stargate and Diamond.
It's Champ.
Diamond, if you don't have a wrench, I can give you one.
Champ, you really need to change that name.
With the stuttering Sleestack.
Hmm? Hey, Sir Jacob.
Wait, who is that? Do you know Diamond?
Yes, that's Champ. Just call him Champ.
Oh, Champ. Hey,
Champ.
Sir Jacob. Welcome. It's always good to see Champ. I just don't.
Yeah, it's just that
I
he
don't
needs to change
recognize
that name so
people's names
it
because a lot
reflects
of
his
times you
name.
have one name on your server and then
Then he has another on a different server.
yeah, and on YouTube they go by something else.
Yeah.
It's all fun though. I like it.
Well, so in today's personal news, Patreon has decided it's going to start asking ID for those who do not safe for work stuff. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people. So now I have to figure out what.
I told you the sort of ID you could give them, but
Yeah, I know.
they might not take too kindly to lewd gestures.
No, I am not going to send them that kind of a picture, dude. And
Yeah.
for those of you
I'm
thinking
not
of
talking a
it,
dick
shame
pic,
on you.
just the finger,
Just the
but
finger.
hey, Mike
He's
Brown.
talking about the finger. You
I'm
have
not
dirty
talking
minds.
about the male number or anything. But I guess I greeted you, Sir Jacob. But once again, it's good to see you as always.
Yeah,
Sir
so
Jacob and Mike Brown, all these people have been like really good supporters of the channel.
Yep.
You
So
see Champ around here.
yeah. Hey, background.
As well as Gap After Dark. His name used to be Gap Stargate, but he covers more than just Stargate. So sorry to cut you off, but
So basically, it's basically for all. I guess it's for all content creators that do not safe for work stuff, no matter how minor it is. I guess because some people you go behind because even just doing nude pics of I would say Wonder Woman is gonna put you under the not safe for work rating. So something as minor as that to God knows what else because I because I don't want to take that far and I don't think it's a good idea to do so. And then so basically they're asking for ID and a photo ID and a photo of you. So you're basically doxing yourself to them. It's like no. So I'm probably more than likely gonna have to move it to subscribe star because there I don't have to worry about that. And then
sorry to you off, but gets interrupted. Oh, did I interrupt you? Did I interrupt you while apologizing for interrupting you? I do that sometimes, and I'm sorry.
You interrupted to interrupt.
That was hilarious, said Sir Jacob.
Yeah,
well, I aimed to please, but that was an accident on my part.
Yeah, so
I just interrupted you again to interrupt about interrupting.
Well, it's hard not to interrupt when you're trying to not interrupt, I guess. so I'm gonna.
Sir Jacob corrected what he was saying, and I botched the delivery. Oh yeah, it's easy to do with I wish there was kind of an edit about it in the chat, but it probably would be abused by. I was going to say editors, but I don't think that's the right word. But yeah, I went and I pinned the the StreamYard link if anybody which that's why the stuttering Sleestack. And just kind of struggle. I don't know if it's a stutter, but I struggle to find words a lot of times. Either human languages. And you humans know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, check out Gap After Dark's channel.
Yeah,
got a really cool channel. It's been a while since I've tuned in, so to speak.
It's been a while
But
since I've gone.
So
I fucked things up. Yep. What?
Oh, there are fix. Oh, Diamond. So yeah, so he got champ. Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah, thanks for doing that. That will still probably confuse me, but it's.
You should just take the Diamond 2328 out of it, dude. Just
I'll eventually figure it out.
the champ.
Maybe a year from now, but I'll figure it out. but yeah, so you're thinking of like just going full on Subscribestar, not just the
I figured
Wookiee type content.
Well, I figured right now there's nobody's checked out the Subscribestar for the Miss Wonders. So I'm thinking if I switch it around, put the Not Safe for Work on Subscribestar and put the Safe for Work on Patreon, the effects might be different. So I might get more.
Yeah, that might work. But in Minecraft,
because
I'm
Patreon
not here, so I'll just say in Minecraft. But thanks, Lorenzo. It's been a while since I've actually streamed. Right now, I'm doing toy shorts? Oh well, check out the toy
shorts,
the YouTube shorts that Gap After Dark is doing about toys. That sounds really cool.
Hey,
he says, so if you all love toys, come see me. I like a variety. Yeah, this is here is a variety show. At least that's the intention. As well as I'd also like to get people to promote their own stuff. And
well, I was actually so the other thing I was trying to do. I'm thinking about it now. I was thinking of making a Safe for Work calendar type idea or Safe for Work characters that. Basically, they represent the theme of the month. So like January, February, March, April, May, August. So I was thinking of doing that, but so right now I'm trying to look up stuff for that and see what I can come up with or conceptualize to get there. And so, because I was also looking up stuff. Surprisingly, is not expensive to start up a small print press stuff. I thought it was going to be like expensive as heck. But you really just need a good inkjet printer that does double size, so you can do small comics. So I could actually print.
I remember somebody was talking about it. It was sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, you're good. Go ahead.
Oh, and welcome, Gap.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Lorenzo. Hey,
thanks for joining us.
Hi, Tier Comics. Oh yeah, because I actually lurk a lot, but I was like, I got some time tonight. And I love it when you guys get into it with
all kinds of stuff. No, I mean, and you can either call me Tech or Daniel.
Okay, Daniel.
Else does. It's like
yeah. Now you got like a third name, High Tier.
High Tier.
Yeah.
Like, love the High Tier. No, I'm kidding.
Maybe I should call myself High Shelf. High shelf scotch,
High shelf. Oh my god.
High shelf. I should. You know what? I should do that for like an April Fool's joke or something. Like, call myself High Shelf.
I'd be a little sarcastic. But who knows?
That be fun. No, that was actually pretty good. That was a good one.
Why not? I mean, if you're gonna rebrand, you might as well.
Yeah, you might as well do something fun with it. No, but so basically the idea is switching High Tier Comics to Patreon and switching the Not Safe for Work stuff to Subscribestar. So not asking for that stuff.
I get that. I think the audience does. So anything else going on?
But the small press stuff, because I was looking
Oh
into
yeah,
it.
yeah, the small print. Yeah, and that's
Yeah. So
small printing. Read the small print.
yeah. Let me get us
Small
back
printing
to
press
that
sounds like a
topic.
good
Let me
idea.
get
I
us back to
remember
that topic.
George Alexopoulos was trying to convince
Yeah.
people to do that, and he was kind of ridiculed for it. I think because the people he was trying to tell do that, like he was trying to tell. This is a long time ago. He was trying to tell Peter Samedi. Peter Samedi has, I think, a pretty large scale operation with his Alterna comics, and so that might not be the best, decision for him.
No,
You know,
no, I agree with that. And I accidentally unfollowed Alterna Comics, and he gets back on there. How dare you unsubscribe or
really?
unfollow me on Twitter? Yeah, and I'm like, well, it was an accident. I was trying to clear out my, you know, the people I interact with, and he was like, "You
Oh, I
need to
didn't want to
subscribe.
start
You
something with Peter or anything, but yeah,
subscribe back."
it's kind of
Well,
it's interesting though.
Well, I guess he doesn't care about me because I think I took him off. The only reason I think I took him off because the only reason I took him off is because like with a lot of people, I turn on my feed and all I see is drama.
Amen,
Okay.
brother. Amen on the
Yeah, I
drama.
don't think Peter's posting a lot of drama stuff
I'm
these
like,
days.
okay, poof,
Well,
off my timeline you go because I
Oh, and
am tired
welcome,
of seeing this
Koala.
stuff.
yeah.
This is,
Speaking of oh, hey, hello, Koala. Speaking of drama, that's why my name changed,
mm,
Lorenzo, because
So it wasn't because of like. I thought it was because you wanted to do more than just Stargate related stuff.
well,
Like toys and stuff.
yeah, that ended up doing it, throwing me over the edge and changing it. But I have a direct line to let's see who follows me. Brad Wright, co-creator of Stargate. He follows me, and if you look at his Twitter feed, he follows less than 1,000 people. And then I've got a
Oh wow.
executive producer that follows me. And I was just like, I have some inside information on the Stargate series, and I just threw it out there, and people just ripped me up. And I'm like, I am not.
Oh boy, that doesn't make. I don't know if fandoms can be like that though.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
no, it permeates all of them,
that's
all of
unfortunate.
them.
I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah,
Yeah, but
unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's one of those pick your poison type deals, depending on the fandom. Because the it's the same thing. Because I think there's a current hullabaloo with a Resident Evil 4
yeah,
remake.
yes,
The actress is
yes,
getting bombarded with stupid idiots
yeah, exactly.
for
And
I guess for not sounding Ada Wong. Like, what is Ada Wong supposed to sound like?
I don't know. So go on, Cap.
Yeah, go ahead,
Oh,
Gab.
so I told them there wasn't. This was before even somebody else broke it on YouTube. But see, I don't throw the information out there. But then when I got ticked off because people were like, I said, it's not going to happen this year. The gate is not going to be dialed and it won't be spinning. And, and then they just took off and I got called dirty names and all kinds of things. And I'm like, all right, so you're going to be like every other fandom, but that's the reason why I changed, because I was just like, I am not in the mood for your drama and your crap. And I know something you
Yeah.
don't. I know something you don't know, and now that it's technically out, I can say the gate won't be spinning this year. It won't be spinning next year, and on purpose, I am not tweeting anything. I left MGM/Amazon Plus development slate article where there is no Stargate on the list for the productions for this year or next year. So I purposely have not been tweeting. So you want it, it's in an article. It's right from MGM Plus and their production schedule. It ain't on there. Told you, and it's not like I don't want it back.
Yeah. Well, that happened to the Orville for a while. Was it? It took. It was
Yeah.
off the air for a while, or off Hulu, or both.
Yeah, and see, right now the last thing they're doing is they got the Expanse guys, and supposedly they're going through all the episodes and creating their own series Bible, which I don't understand why they're doing that, because there already is a series Bible for all three. But
Oh,
that's
they're
where
doing that with the Expanse. That's. I mean, it's so. I would. I mean, they have their own language that was for the. What are they called? The Belter people.
yeah, the Belters. Yeah, the
Yeah, they have their
Belters.
own form of like Creole English that they speak on there. That I
Yeah,
mean,
and
that's how elaborate
you
the
know,
lore is for the show, and it's based on books, right? So I
yeah,
don't know why they'd have to go and come up with a Bible for that show. But then again, I'm not. I I have a hard time following that. Probably would be easier if I read the books. Listen
yeah,
along
but
with it.
like Stargate, I mean, it is still sells, and even after all this time, it's still a top property, in the top three. But it's like, come on, people, look at Amazon's Rings of Rags. Sorry if I offend anybody. No, I'm not, because Rings of Power was stupid. But
What'd you call it? Rings of Rags?
well, actually, I used to call it rags of tampons, but
Oh,
but I mean, I was like, people, look what they did to that. You think
yeah.
they're gonna leave it
The thing
alone?
about the thing is, we already have so much. Like we have the original Tolkien, we've got the Rankin Bass Tolkien. Well, some of that I don't think is. I don't know if that's. I think one of those movies hasn't ever been reissued with the Rankin Bass stuff. And
No, I
then
don't think so.
we've got the Peter Jackson stuff. So if people want to watch this, that's fine with me. But I have no interest in it. It just didn't look good to me. It wasn't anything.
Yeah, and I don't think the timing. This is just my opinion. I don't think it's time for Stargate right now. If you look at when Stargate started, and the atmospheres after the motion picture, and the atmosphere of the television landscape when it came out, those type of shows right now are not in vogue. And they're going for all this fantasy stuff, HBO's House of Dragons, the Wheel of Mist Time. I mean, I'm sorry, Wheel of Time. Yay, I'm the Sisterhood of the White Towers, hear me roar. And let me put you little beta males in the back, and it turns out to be
So the opinions of Gap Stargate do not officially represent.
yeah, did not officially represent
The
Lorenzo.
Sleestakians, because
I did watch Wheel of
I
Time.
don't really know much about any of this. I don't pay much attention anymore to like to a lot of these streaming services. I'll watch I'm rewatching Futurama on Hulu. Before that, I was
Yeah,
rewatching King of the Hill on Hulu. So but other than that, it's mainly just YouTube or listen to podcasts and stuff.
yes, me too. And I'm watching Space Ghost and Dino Boy right now.
Yeah, I think that's a
Yeah.
better use of one's time than just because otherwise, because there's a lot of people they'll go out and they'll say I hate what they're doing. They're changing this, that, and the other thing. So I'm going to watch it each and every episode to complain about it. It's like, okay, well that's fine. That's and
that's
some
like
people will do a good job reviewing things like that, but the thing is, it might be better just to not even support it at all.
exactly, and quit being about it, witching about it.
Yeah.
While you're watching it, I watched uh Picard season 1. I could not get past the 4th episode. It took me 3 times to finish 4 episodes because I kept on falling asleep, and I'm not kidding. And I'm like, I'm just not really interested in this, and he's a damn freaking robot, and I'm like, I am not in the mood. And then when I heard they made Stacey Abrams the
This
pet,
isn't just an insult. I heard he actually was turned into a robot.
yeah, he was, and then
It's
and,
not even
and
hard
then they
anymore.
took failed governor candidate for Georgia twice and made her the president of the federation. And if you're not injecting politics big time, I think you just did it right there. And I'm so glad I didn't watch that episode, because
He
I
might.
would have had a fit. I would have had a
Oh,
freaking fit.
It was what was her name? I know who you're talking about. But she tried to become governor twice of
Stacey Abrams.
Georgia.
Well, thanks, Mike. So, yeah, that's a really odd choice, but they want to do that. That's
Well, yeah,
that's
it's
the deal.
probably
That's the deal with like how these corporations operate. They can, if once they own something, the intellectual property law in America has been extended to the point where it's just like Disney still owns Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I think
After all these
until
years, they were supposed to lose. They were supposed to lose that years ago, but they got the laws changed. In Minecraft, I'll add. I'm not
yeah,
a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer,
I
but I'll
love
just
that.
say that what I heard is that the Disney
what I
actually lobbied to get the laws changed.
Allegedly in Minecraft.
Allegedly
I
in
love that.
Minecraft.
in Minecraft. Why? It's just like
So it's kind of a crazy thing as far as trademark and copyright and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
and I mean, they manipulate. Of course, they're going to manipulate the law, for properties because they want to keep it. Somebody asked me a question one time about why are they releasing, like these certain action figures. I'm like, probably because they need to keep the license going, so that
yeah,
they'll let
but yeah,
somebody.
what they don't want to use like have Mickey Mouse stuck in like an adult movie, so to speak, like
like a horror movie
an
for
adult cartoon.
Not like somebody hadn't already done that.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard about that ages ago that somebody done that or done something that looked very similar to Mickey Mouse. So
I mean, they've even done it to Stargate in the fan fiction. I
yeah,
mean,
so
it's
I guess
like,
the deal
okay.
so I guess the deal is this is such a recognizable logo, this or trademark or whatever, with Mickey Mouse, and so they want to keep the mouse forever,
Why not just trademark their Pacific look for Mickey and then just let him go into public.
Maybe once he goes into public domain, they'll make Mickey. They'll have a movie called Mickey the Pimp. just like they're doing with Winnie the Pooh and Blood and Honey.
I want to see that the Winnie the Pooh horror movie. There's a Winnie the Pooh horror
I want to see it.
Too.
I heard about it. I thought it was funny. I was gonna do it, but I was like, I stopped watching horror movies a long time ago.
Well,
it's not that. Oh my god, this is scary. It's more like
this one looks like it could be more comedic. I was laughing my ass off watching the trailer.
Well,
it was just so funny, like the way that the bears from the 100-acre woods, how they ended up killing different, it was just so silly. As much as I don't like people taking, going and they're ruining my childhood or whatever, I've said that myself. Well, not that phrase, but I've said things along those lines, they're ruining this stuff from my childhood or whatever.
Well,
but
what
that actually looks entertaining to me.
It does. Maybe they'll have in there the blood's too hot. Well, the blood's so. This blood is just right.
Isn't that who was that? Was those Goldilocks and the Three Bears?
It's Goldilocks and Three Bears.
Yeah,
because they're already being because the Goldilocks is already being used in a freaking like
horror movie, right?
No, not even horror movies. Like they're in Puss in Boots, the Last Wish.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I thought you were going to say she was an adult movie actress, Goldilocks. No, she probably is.
Get your head out of the gutter.
Yeah, I mean, like
Goldilocks.
Goldilocks is grown up now, and
Goldilocks and the Three Men,
and she's really horny.
Goldilocks and the Three Man Bears.
There you go. Oh, I didn't realize you were drawing text. I wasn't like. No, I didn't realize you started dying. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you started dying.
Are you dying?
Are you dying? No. Because I'm trying to come up with like I said, I was trying to come up with ideas because I was just seeing them because I'm trying to see what else where else I can make money, and I was thinking maybe try to make one of those kind of themed wallpaper, themed calendar type stuff, and that people can just buy the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to
sorry
find a
interrupt,
theme
but,
for.
Stacey Abrams is the name of the politician, I believe, who's now in Picard.
Who's now
the
controlling
show.
the Federation?
She's joined the Federation instead of being a U.S. politician. She's a politician in the Federation of Planets.
Yes, all over the
Welcome,
world.
Amber. Thanks for joining us. Right now, we're talking about a bunch of different things, like anything from movies to comic books to you name
Winnie
it.
the Pooh and porn. We're all
Winnie the
kind of
Pooh, horror
topics.
movie,
Yeah, I know.
horror comic and everything. Welcome, full custom hot dog. And mid-tier guard, always great to see you.
You know,
mid-tier guard says, "Hey, Lorenzo, hello, Chad. How is everyone?" And April put Green Guardian in a rabbit outfit. Yeah, so I was just looking for something for my phone today to the new a Easter themed wallpaper.
Oh, actually, that taking me out for a bit. I think I did have do something for that. Something for that, but not what he's. Hey,
oops, no, oh, sorry. There we go.
Are you having a moment, Lorenzo?
Yeah, he's having a senior moment.
It's a senior moment. There was one thing that somebody thought that they could own me before by claiming I was in my 60s. It's like, oh, that's fantastic. I didn't know that. I can go to Wendy's and get a senior discount.
Right?
on some Coca-Cola or whatever they served. I think they serve Coke, not Pepsi, but either or, I can get a discount. like people think that they're owning me with all these insults, or you stammer over. You've got a stammer or stutter. It's like, okay, well, I'm stuttering.
I don't think you guys understand that. It's like most of us already know where we are in life, and it's like, why do you even try?
Yeah, it's so funny because I'm a freaking. If the people would look at my avatar, my profile pic, I'm a cartoon lizard. I mean, the more cartoonish I am, the better.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they just don't get it.
No, but I remember watching Land of the Lost. I did not watch the movie because I didn't think it should have. What I read, the way they portrayed that movie, no thanks.
Yeah, it sounded like the people who started. I mean, the people, I think Sid and Marty Krofft, who created the Land of the Lost, they said that they didn't have anything to do with the movie, or very little to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it wasn't necessarily anything they endorsed.
So that's what I came up with for
if I understand it correctly.
For a year of the rabbit.
Nice.
For a
that's
year of
nice.
the rabbit. This is.
Oh, hey, Rick.
I was gonna throw it up on my red bubble.
Carol Cookies.
I was gonna throw it up in the red bubble, but I keep forgetting to put it on there, and so maybe I'm old.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and please like and share if you like what you're seeing. And I don't know. She's got a nice caboose.
I don't know what red bubble will put you for because they do physical product. If you're talking like a phone wallpaper, I don't know where to put that. You would have to tell me.
Hey, Shinobi, you're welcome to join the panel.
You would have to tell me a place where I could put stuff like that.
If you don't want to join, that's fine too.
So for something like this, I guess maybe Gumroad.
There we go. Do you see what Shinobi wrote?
Nice booty there, Tech.
Everybody's liking your booty.
Yeah, but you go from the booty to the boobies,
No, now go Easter theme, Tech. Let's rock it. Yeah, well, you're rocking.
Well, you're gonna have to forgive Champ because he's always hyped. He's the hype man.
That's cool. No, and he's welcome to join as well. All you guys are welcome to join. I mean, preferably not everybody all at once, because that would be like probably too many people. Then everybody would be on the panel, and then nobody in the chat.
No,
But,
I'm no.
check out Canadian Shield issue 2 on Fund My Comic.
It reminds me of when we were doing the hangout chats, and we had like this whole bar of people just going off all at once. Like, there's too many of us.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you
especially
remember?
difficult like on Discord, but it's difficult on StreamYard. So check out Mike Walter's channel as well. And Champ says, sorry, can't do the voice thing. Too much Champ is bad.
No, well, then you're also recovering from whatever it is that you got sick from, and so you should recover from before you try jumping on anybody's channel to talk. Anyway, he gets too hyped. He ignores that he needs rest like everybody else. Of course, I do that too. So, what am I? What am I to be saying? But I also had dang it, take me off, dude.
Okay, I'm still trying to share out the thing saying that we're actually live to Twitter.
How long have you been doing this, Lorenzo?
I don't know. I've been trying for maybe 20 minutes or so. I don't know.
No. Well, let's see here. Where is it? Yeah, give me a second. Let me pull them all up because I also have these two.
While he's pulling that up, I don't watch The Mandalorian, but somebody posted a clip on Twitter, and did you hear they had Lizzo, that singer, and they had
Jack Black, and then they had Christopher Lloyd. Poor dude.
What were they thinking?
Okay, I can understand Christopher Lloyd, maybe Jack Black if he was. Maybe Jack Black if he was playing
wasn't he Doc Brown and
Back to the Future?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Jack Black if he was playing like
actually be a good fit.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe Jack
Black
Black
with a good script though.
I'm gonna throw a shoe at you.
Wow, that is gorgeous. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna maybe Jack Black if he was playing like an alien of some kind.
Yeah, where we couldn't see his face. But you know, I mean, he's gonna update his movie. What was it, Class? What was that movie he had? Hit movie he had?
House of Rock or something like that. Class of Rock or something like that.
One of the ones he had back in the day. They're
doing a second reunion with all the cast that was in the movie House of Rock or whatever.
Yeah.
Rock or whatever it was called. And then so I have this, and this is on Redbubble, so you can find this on Redbubble if you're looking for it. This one too, I think.
Wow, those are nice.
Yeah. I also still have prints for those too.
Oh, cool. Very nice.
Yeah. So, let me get this Redbubble open so I can do guys.
That's wow. Yeah, I'm really like so who did the colors?
I did.
Wow.
Oh, I did.
So you're really good with colors. It's just
I take forever
to do them because they take
forever with me.
Yeah, you don't have a streamlined process like Geass does. You've got your way of doing things.
All right, so
everybody's got a different way of doing things.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah, I mean, you clearly do a really nice job.
Yeah, because you can see
that you haven't figured out a way to be faster with that.
Yeah,
because it seems like something you could do occasionally, but you wouldn't want to necessarily like a whole comic book worth. It's just like it seems like that's a lot of stuff for you.
Yeah,
that would make a great poster.
It actually is there.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I'll put the link for them to read it, and now let me show it to you guys in private.
Awesome.
So oh, by the way,
oh, did I put it?
Check out Mike's. I said that I read that.
Well, actually,
So is it tomorrow?
I do.
He's asking Mike about when he's going to be on the show. And what does this say? I can't see the screen too well. Oh, recover.
Aren't you?
Or you'll
You're
catch a computer virus, hey?
Oh, true. Actually, I just looked for it and I just noticed that.
Sorry.
I just noticed I didn't. I thought I put it on there, and I guess I didn't. Or if I did, I didn't. I took it off by accident. So I gotta go back in and add stuff in.
Add what stuff?
Okay, Redbubble is basically like a site where you can you can put your designs in.
Oh, okay. But so this is Champ's Starfire commission.
Mm-hmm.
And we're supposed to praise Starfire, but for some reason we're supposed to hail Raven. That's a reference to the church. There was a Church of Starfire and then the Cult of Raven.
Yeah. I remember.
But I don't want to get too religious. Religious between the two of them about which character is the best.
So right now I'm trying to figure out.
And Carol Cookie says, "School." What's it say? School. She says School Rock.
Yes, the Jack Black movie.
Oh, I'm trying to remember if I saw that. I've seen some clips of Jack Black, and I enjoy his work. But it seemed like a good episode for Mandalorian. I believe he's talking about Christopher Reeve. No, not Christopher Reeve. No, Christopher Lloyd. Tech show off the battle for heaven, page 4. Show how it all started. And here's your link to Redbubble. And I'm almost done reading this. Lorenzo, did your parcel? Yeah, I got it the other day.
Okay, hang on.
I'm sorry if my tone sounds snarky or snarly or anything. No, I thought I had already told you.
No, you're gonna have to take me off for a second.
Fine, and I can focus on something else, but
something else for a second.
Focus, Lorenzo. Focus.
You didn't mean to do that. So Redbubble is like Teespring. Okay, I'm familiar with Teespring. So you can like sell merch on there or something.
Yeah, you could. It's like I think he's saying like Teespring. You can put it on T-shirts, mugs, have a poster, or pajamas. I don't know.
Yeah, you could do it. You could have it for your like an iPhone case or a phone case, or you can have it for bags and calendars and stuff like this and stuff like that. And I don't have enough to make a calendar that well, I don't know what the format is for their calendar is. Let me see if I'm trying to function.
Yeah, I think a calendar from your work would be fantastic.
Yeah, well, I have to make up stuff. I have to make up like a character because that's what I was trying to work on was a character like that represented the month of whatever. But I'm having problems trying to find anything that gives me an idea what to do for those months.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Yes.
But I lurk a lot, Lorenzo. But I love I love y'all's show, and I love it when you get into it, and then I love the artwork. I mean, it's definitely this channel is a very unique channel.
Well, thanks.
And the variety is the best.
Wow, thanks. That's
okay.
It's good to hear you say that. It's I'm just kind of trying to experiment with different things. You can sometimes get stuck in a rut, but I've been trying to make the show more interactive with the chat, and
that's what he's
having people in the chat promote their own stuff, and even dropping the link to StreamYard in the chat, which is something we did back in the day. Things kind of went haywire a few times, and then sometimes the link got out by mistake and stuff. But the link's back in the chat lately. I don't know if this is going to be a constant thing, but it's something I've been experimenting with, and Tech has been putting up with it.
So Tech, that's your starting point, or
that's the starting point for Champ stuff.
Oh, okay.
But well, this is a redux of the original piece. I can't find the original piece,
Oh
so
no.
so I have no idea what happened to it. And then, but this is the redux for that piece. So this is more upgraded, and quite honestly, I feel like I need to upgrade the upgrade.
Yeah, but wow. I mean, just incredible all the stuff I see from you. I love it.
Yeah, thank you. And
You're
then,
welcome.
so yeah, so for the red bubble right now, it has a. And then, so right now it's just me trying to find more stuff to use. And then, so I have no idea why it doesn't like. So you can print it on large shirts, and I don't know why they didn't enable hats.
The head ninja, aka Shinobi, says nice. Yeah, I agree. This is very nice. I didn't remember just how good your colors are.
Thank you.
Either, that was. I mean, I enjoy your drawing, but yeah, those colors are spot on.
Yeah, and the shading and the light, and I mean, it's everything is just. This one is just gorgeous. It just, she pops out, and um, the colors and the light and the all the way into the dark like that. You would believe it's a little lighter where she's flying, and it's it's cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to rotate this darn thing. No, because this thing it has it, but if for whatever reason it doesn't let me rotate stuff. That's what I'm trying to figure out what to do. And so like, because I want to put this on pouches, like laptop skins and sleeves, but it doesn't give me an option on how to rotate things.
Oh wow.
I mean, I can scale it, but I can't rotate it. So, so like this is those are one of those things I have to disable because I can't do anything about it. And then so right now you can so it's set for you where you can do prints, cards, posters. I don't know why they put it on mugs because you can't really do it on mugs. You can't do it on travel mugs.
Aren't you afraid somebody might mug you?
Okay, I got it. I got it.
So I've said this before, but Alfred Hitchcock was on the Dick Cavett show. I don't know if any of you guys remember this guy. He was like he was talk show host for off and on for like a gazillion years. Did some really good interviews, but I think a lot of people don't really remember him. Like
they show his show on it's not on Tubi, but they do show it somewhere. Oh gosh, what is that network? Oh my gosh. And I don't know if it's only over the air because I got an antenna. Because there's.
Oh yeah, you might be able to get it on Amazon TV. Go ahead. Sorry, cut you off.
Oh, no problem.
Okay,
go ahead.
Sorry. So I just added the Raven to the red bubble. So you guys want to check it out? Go knock yourself out. It should be showing up in a few minutes. Give it a few minutes.
And welcome, Happy Dinosaur. Happy day to you Dinosaur. As well. And check out the link shows the original piece Tech did a long time ago.
Yeah,
this is
cool.
The link to Deviant Art.
Yeah, we'll check that out.
Yeah, feel free to check that out and pop open another window
the old piece.
Whatnot. Did the first 30
pieces he did for out of 180. Oh, okay.
So basically, he's
improved. His style's improved.
Oh well, I improved even more since then. I improved it even more since then, but So this is that's getting to the point where I'm kind of halfway there, I guess, to where I am now.
Happy Dinosaur. Not only did I play Asteroids, but I also played Megaroids, which it was like both available for the Mac, like the old monochrome Mac, as well as for I believe the Atari ST. I played the Mac version. It was a shareware version of Asteroids, so I'm actually more familiar with like kind of these off
He
brand
wants me to show
like
up page 4, but I
Mac
can't.
shareware games than I am with a lot of like other retro games.
He
Some
wants me
people
to
are
show
like,
off page 4, but I can't remember where page 4 is.
It's in the chat. Did he drop the link in the chat? Can you pull
No,
it from?
that was for
"Hey,
page
Hemi."
1.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
He was giving the original page 1. I just can't remember the number for his page.
Folks,
It's
feel
been
free
so
to
long ago. I can't
promote
remember
your
what
YouTube
page 4
channels, your
was.
Twitter, Facebook, whatever you, just as long as it's not like triple X or something.
That's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm
We
trying to.
don't need to, if it's like an OnlyFans stuff, you need not OnlyFans. Need not apply. Or,
I
I didn't
threatened to
say that
do.
right.
I threatened to do an OnlyFans page with feet from action figures.
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
That's what I keep trying to. That's what I keep trying to tell him is that it needs to be something they know. Yeah, I don't think I can show that one off, champ.
I heard Tomb can be played on a pregnancy test. I don't know. It might depend on how high tech that
I think that's
test
well. Actually, I
is.
think that's the wrong one. Anyway, I can't print the original 4th page because
Have out loud or good, bro.
okay. There's too many
Yeah,
pages
feel
for
free
this.
to promote your channels, guys. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys have channels. I know Happy Dinosaur, and I think Hemi has a channel as well. And if you do, I'm falling. I'm sorry. Sometimes I blank out and stuff, but
No,
You're so young.
and
You're so young to
Carol's
blank out,
Cookies.
Lorenzo.
mhm.
Huh?
Carol's Cookies. Oh my God, I
Yeah,
haven't
she's
seen
on
her in a while.
Smirk, the Aliens channel, quite a bit, and some other people's panels. I think she was on with John Dillard and maybe on Doc Blaylock's channel earlier. That's another awesome channel. Doc does a great job. So does John Dillard. I own some of Dillard's original artwork. Really great comic artist. Um, and of course, Rick Piper has got this Cross Comics channel. Shinobi, he's got his channel, the Head Ninja, a very underrated channel. I highly recommend supporting his work, and of course, Mike Walters has another underrated channel. He's like got this wealth of information, does a lot of research, and it's kind of like a hidden gem. He's like, I was in his chat before asking him about wrestling and different wrestling federations, and he went into great detail about the history of wrestling. The guy's like a walking encyclopedia, and
Hey, Trusty.
Wow.
Okay,
yeah, it's
so
amazing.
this is a picture of it's the 4th page, and he found it, and so so I'm trying to remember all the characters here. So Elsa's evil at the bottom. Then is Morgan Morgan from Darkstalkers. The middle is the Goblin Queen, and then on the right is I forgot her name. She's from Oh My God, isn't it? I'm pretty sure Chat will kick my butt because I forgot her name.
That's awesome. I
Let's see.
love how I mean, the way that's just wow. I mean, and you call her that too?
Yeah, I call it that. Erd, damn it. Yeah, Erd is the 3rd on the right.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Happy Dinosaur 8,000 for Easter. I'm hoping I get a Star Wars Easter basket. I remember Easter as a kid, and you just loved all that stuff. And
I have too
Oh,
many things to
yeah.
remember. too
The
many
fun
things to
thing was
remember, Jack.
trying to find the basket or find the eggs. Or
Remember, I
whatever.
had I'm over here looking for the basket too. You know?
Diamond 2328 or Champ says 180 pages, and you forgot her name.
Yes, I did. Hey, I have way too many things that I need to remember. I have a freaking Trello just
Oh,
so I can keep track of all my commissions.
and so and there's Champ's message. And hey, trusty sidekick, great to
Hey,
see
Trusty.
you. So let's see.
But yeah,
So here we go. I'll laugh out loud. Oh, good, bro. It says, Emmy. Champ says, no worries. Tech Discord to the rescue. Happy Dino says, I'm on hiatus, but thanks for the shout out. Yeah, sorry for the people earlier in the chat, but didn't give you guys a shout out. Of course, Gap After Dark has an awesome channel. I don't think I've watched any of your toy shorts yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing those after the show's over. Sorry, guys. Hope everyone is well. Says Hemi. Anyone excited for? I'm having a hard time reading
Easter.
I can't believe it. I read that earlier, but like.
Actually, I have another question.
I highlighted it.
I have a question for everybody. Who's gonna go watch the Super Mario movies on the weekend?
Me.
Oh, so this is what you guys were talking about with Easter baskets and stuff.
Yeah,
actually, if you, the theaters, both AMC and I do believe, AMC and Cinemark are doing special bowls for Super Mario Brothers. I got one because I went to go see Dungeons and Dragons, which, by the way, is not bad. It's not terrible, but it's I thought I think my only thing is that Chris's character was hanging on to his loot so hard it felt like he was about to go kabong.
Well, the Dungeons and Dragons popcorn bucket is freaking cool.
Yeah, but you got to go to AMC for that one.
Yeah, it looks just like Dungeons and Dragons.
It looks like a big. It looks like a big D20. It's like I thought that was cool. I was like, yes, I want that. I would love to have that. That way I could use it as a be a dungeon master. Like, let me bring out my big D20.
Yeah, hold on. You want me to roll here? Hold on.
Here. Just to be a jerk.
I tried to get the I got it, the Chris Pine Dungeons and Dragons figure, but when I took him out of the box and I just moved his leg once, it broke off.
Oh man!
And I'm like, talk about not hanging on to your loot.
By the way, sorry to interrupt. Take care, Hemi Roar. By the way, I want to get caught up with this. Tech, I devote an entire folder to your works. Rework your hard drives after you forgot her name. With Marvel and DC annihilated, the Indies shall rule. I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm going to watch John Wick 4 this weekend. Well, I guess they're not so annihilated, if you're going to go watch.
Well, who got annihilated?
Shazam.
Shazam. Has it broken 100 million yet? Poor Shazam.
Yeah, poor Shazam. Shazam got beat.
How much? Okay.
Shazam got taken out by John Wick, and
then
did. And then D&D went, ha ha, and then here comes Super Mario Brothers. Like, fuck.
Yeah, they I'm sure it made they estimate 128 million or more by the time Monday comes.
Honestly, if your movie Shazam got beaten, Shazam barely beat Dungeons and Dragons, and that's because Dungeons and Dragons barely came out. But if you barely beat Dungeons and Dragons and your movie's been out for at least a week already, you're not doing much better.
No, and I'm interested in Blue Beetle, but I'm not too sure if I'm interested in anything else, DC and Marvel,
I
because
know. No,
they're
no.
gonna flame out and burn because people are just I think in my I'll just speak for me. In my mind, you scrapped and you're going to reboot everything. Why should I not wait till it comes on HBO Max?
Yeah.
Why
We'll
should I
do it.
throw out my money on that when I can just watch it because I get it on my, with my phone plan for free? Why are you not motivating us enough to get drop some money, because it's not cheap to go to the movies.
Yeah,
And
No,
it
because
doesn't make any sense nowadays. I mean,
okay,
for me
let me put it to you.
personally, it doesn't make sense if you can watch it on a streaming service. And
Because
the
like,
movies, they used to be like, wasn't Star Wars like in the theater
yeah,
for like a year or something?
yes,
At
yes, it
least, and
was.
then they were. I mean, I think I was I was probably a hatchling, as my people say, or baby, as the humans would say.
long time
When
ago.
the original, now they call it A New Hope.
Yeah, I
When
can't wait.
the
I can't.
original
Yeah,
version of
New
that
Hope.
came out,
Yeah,
I was
well,
still a
they
hatchling and
rebranded it.
didn't see that, but I saw Empire Strikes Back,
Dun,
and
dun, dun,
those
dun,
movies.
dun,
Yeah,
dun.
nowadays these movies are only there. Like you could blink and the thing's gone.
Well,
From the
it's not an event anymore, and
Yeah,
it's
I
not.
forgot that. Yeah, movies used to be called,
Yeah,
even
movies
if
used
it
to be
was a
such an
TV
event, you know.
special, it could be called an event. And
Yeah,
nowadays, events weren't just things that events weren't just things in the news back then. Like
I know.
these
Right now,
movies were event like major events, and now that's just not the case anymore. And
no,
it's
because
kind of
they
like we
want to go.
lost something.
Yeah, they want to go in and out, grab the cash, and leave. And they think, that people are just gonna eat what they serve,
no,
and
yeah, I know. I think that's the biggest problem is that people who have money have gotten into their head that we can do anything we want, and they'll just like no, not really. The biggest thing, my biggest problem with Blue Beetle is that I was like, because I know the Blue Beetle character is somewhere in Florida, yeah, but in Florida it's a lot of Puerto Ricans and Cubans. It's like so. Oh, we're representing Latinos. No, you're not, because Cuban and Puerto Ricans are not Latinos, dude.
Yeah, what ethnicity is George Lopez?
Mexican, I do believe.
Mexican,
So,
Mexican.
okay, but
No,
I guess I mean I'm sure
no,
there are some Mexicans in Florida, but yeah, that's
no,
interesting that they. So
the funny thing is,
what ethnicity is Blue Beetle then?
he's supposed to be Puerto Rican.
Yeah, he's supposed to be Puerto Rican.
No,
That's
see,
funny that they
because you
that
see
they
the
couldn't
thing,
get that they didn't get a Puerto Rican. So if it's
they did
okay
get a Puerto
for a
Boricua.
Rican
Puerto
actor.
Rican to
The
play a
the
part,
the thing is
I
that
mean, a Mexican to play the part of a Puerto Rican, does this
I
mean like,
know. The thing
does
is
this mean
that
that like, that like,
I don't know.
this is funny because we've had these situations with voice actors where voice actors are actually quitting roles where you like Apu
Oh gosh, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and
Well,
The Simpsons and all this stuff, and yet they're still having
well,
actors of one ethnic group
the thing is,
play a character of another ethnic group. It's like, okay, is this allowed or isn't it? I mean, I know it used to be. Well, this is called acting, and so
well,
you can have Anthony Quinn play the role of Zorba and Zorba the Greek.
well, the
You
thing
know,
is that Hispanic and Latino are used to kind of paint this all with one broad brush, and that's a problem because not everybody, is part of the same group or the same or the same. Because like my Spanish is probably different from somebody else's Spanish because I guarantee you, no one will be more racist to me than other Mexicans. And is it like people? No. Well, what about white people? White people don't do shit. You want to see a grown ass Mexican man cry? You let another Mexican tell him shit, and don't make you cry, man. You know,
well, yeah,
because
so you got like this particular probably regional Texican type Spanish, and then you go to Mexico and there's all these different. It's just like you got all sorts of varieties of English in America. You go to like Boston, they speak differently than.
Yeah,
but here in Michigan, like I've heard people say, "Well, Lorenzo, you don't really have a Michigan style accent because that might be somebody who's from like downstate, and then the people the Yoopers up in the UP, they got their own accent, and even the people there, it all varies depending on the person too, which words they use and how they pronounce things. Everybody's got their own what they call idiolect.
Yeah, it's because
their own way of speaking.
Again, is that a lot of people, a lot of Mexicans, Latinos, and so on. So they got used to being dubbed into one category that we all assume that we're all the same together. Like we're not. It's like Cuba is Cuba, Cubans are Cubans, Puerto Ricans are Puerto Ricans, Mexicans are Mexicans, and so on and so forth. And then, but I mean. Yes, technically we're all we're part of a Latin speaking country, so you can say we're Latinos, I guess. But it's I don't know. I find it weird, and because I'm looking it up right now. Apparently, there's there's a phobia for us. Apparently,
what?
There's a Hispanophobia.
Oh gosh.
I kid you not.
Yeah, there are people who like
who are afraid of Spanish people altogether.
Yeah, like no matter what kind, because there's all because of like there were even like there was like was it Maximilian? What was the king? Was a king or an emperor of Mexico? And he was like from the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. And he ruled Mexico. So I mean,
I'm wondering if people understand what a phobia is, because a phobia is mainly a fear of.
Well, there are some people who they just say that they hate Hispanics in general because they don't know the difference between all these different ethnic groups.
Yeah, but the thing is that a phobia is a fear of something. You are afraid of it to death.
That's crazy, because you know what? You miss out if you lump everybody into one group. You miss out. I mean,
because you miss out on different cultures. Because Puerto Ricans have their own culture. Cubans have their own culture.
Boricua.
Yeah, there you go. Everybody has their own different culture and their own different set of things and their own different set of roles when it comes to how you respect their culture, how you treat their culture, how you go to their culture.
Okay.
The thing
except for one thing, Tech. Do not piss off a Latina woman. It doesn't. That's through all factions.
That's through all factions.
Do not piss off a Latina woman.
I'm not touching that comment with a 10-foot pole. By the way, yet we can't get a Japanese voice actor for Splinter. That's an interesting point. And he says, "Oh, see the Super Mario Bros. Movie? That was another one that the critics hated. So it makes me wonder if it might be at least semi-decent, because it's getting a lot of bad reviews. And typically,
I heard one thing about that.
Oh, just hold on a second. Hi, Elkin Slice, and hey, LCX. Oh, I hate how delicious Mexican food is.
Yeah, but it's not good for you, man.
And there's all sorts of regional Mexican food too. Imagine how Asians feel. I know. Shinobi or the head ninja. But thanks for stopping by LCX.
Well, first
stopping by quickly, and of course, always great to see you, Elkin Slice. We got a pinned the StreamYard links pinned in the chat. Go ahead. Sorry. Just want to get caught up.
Well, first, beware the chancla. The sandal for everybody else. Beware the chancla. I guarantee you, that Mexican grandma or that Mexican mom will be able to hit you a mile away with that.
Yes, she will. Yes, she will.
She'll just take game and it's on you. You just and you're on the ground. You're like, dude, did the star fall? Did the star fall in the sky? Yes, it's got a chancla. and
Or
and
flip
second,
flops,
and second,
AKA flip flops, or or
yeah,
shoe.
I know in the I know in the comic, I know in the comic he was in Boston, but I think they moved him to somewhere in Miami in the comics, because the movie looks like it's set in Miami, or in a
It
fictional
does. It does
Florida
look like it
town.
is.
What,
Yeah,
what
it does.
movie?
Blue
The Blue
Beetle.
Beetle.
Oh,
It looks like it's set in somewhere in Miami.
wait, where is it supposed to be taking place again?
It's called Palmera City, which is it
Welcome
sounds like a
Beyond.
Spanish word they use. And then I'm gonna go stream my FS7 remake on my channel. Have a good night. Later,
Oh, you
Exercise.
too.
Have
You
a good
feel
one.
free to plug your channel, and if
And go
folks, if
get
you
stuff
like what you
off for
see,
me.
please like and share.
Hey, I gotta get going, but
Mhm.
it
Well,
was
thanks for
not.
stopping by. I appreciate that.
Thanks for
Yeah, it
stopping by,
was
dude.
nice.
Feel free to promote your channel.
It's just Gap After Dark. If you like toy shorts, come and check me out. It's nice to meet you, Tech.
Mhm.
Love your work, and
Thank you.
Lorenzo, your show is wonderful, and everybody in the chat. We need to get him higher and share out everybody, share out their links and text links and
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't
everything.
need to get any higher.
Share the love.
No, I'm just joking. I'm actually sober right now, but I get what you're saying. Though, yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it. People who are promoting
Getting
this
higher and higher.
channel. I couldn't really. I mean, I guess I could host the stream without it, but then there wouldn't be any audience. So that
Yeah,
it
and
wouldn't be hosting a meaningful show if people weren't promoting my stuff. And
well,
hey, Shadowhawk, great to see you.
hey, Shadowhawk,
Yeah, it's
it's
just kind of leaving right about now. Well,
but
that's
it's
fine. You're late. People come and they go,
No,
and
the people come in all the time, man. You're so on time.
oh, thanks, Diamond. Thank you for having me on. I'm glad I had some time to jump on.
oh,
And
I am too. My pleasure.
No, pleasure, man.
It
yeah,
adds to the variety. I like having
I mean,
Colin. Yes.
and I do commission work and whatever. So if you need something like a logo or something,
oh
just hit me up.
yeah, brother. Oh hell yeah, brother. I already got that link down.
All right.
And feel free to put your link in the chat if you haven't already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
And this
have
is Elkin
somewhere, but
Slice's stream that he's doing now. You can pop open a tab if you want to. I mean, people can do what they want.
Yeah, exactly. But thank you again, and everybody in the chat, have a great evening, and hopefully I can catch y'all again where I can jump on. But I do watch your streams and everything, so
Well, I
you're
really
good.
appreciate that.
Well,
Continue.
it's from the heart, and I'm just no nonsense. I just say what the truth is, and sometimes I catch flack for it, but
Yeah, it sounded like that.
but that's
I'm sorry
that's
that
okay.
happened.
But it's okay because everybody has a voice, and you're one of the few channels that I really like to sit and
Well, I've got kind of
rewatch.
a high pitched voice, so
Yeah, I wouldn't have never thought you were from Texas. I mean, Michigan. But
I'm from
I
Texas.
actually lived in Texas for part of a year. Oh, but Daniel's from Texas.
Born and raised.
I lived in Arlington for a little while. Not
24/7 Fusion, right?
No.
24/7 Fusion.
It's 24/7 Fusion channel. And I was watching him. He does comic books. He shows all his collection, and he talks to different people. Tonight he was showing some comics and stuff. And I'm gonna go fly out to Houston. Well, I'm gonna fly out to Houston and meet a lot of YouTubers if I can. But he told me of this place in Houston where you can get 30 DVDs for $25. And when he said that, I said, "You just wait. I'm booking my butt on a plane and I'm gonna come
Oh,
over
wow.
there and buy all this stuff.
Wait,
Well,
when
yeah,
you take
well,
the plane, when did you have to add that to the cost of the DVDs?
Yeah, well, it's the guy. He said the guy doesn't care how much he gets for him, and if you see 30 DVDs or Blu-rays or seasons of TV shows, he said he only charges $1 each, and he said if you buy 30, he'll only charge you $25 plus tax. So I'm okay with that because everything's too damn expensive, and
Just thinking about the cost of the flight is all.
well, it would
Isn't
be
it
go
hundreds
out
of
there. It
dollars
would
or thousands, or I don't even know how much it costs
Well,
nowadays.
it probably could go out to Houston from where I am, probably about 250 or something. But I would go do more things. I'd like to go to. I've never been to Dallas, but I'd like to go to Dallas because I'd like to see the JR's house. From
Oh,
Dallas.
that's
The TV show.
actually, yeah, that is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I think it's sold somewhere alongside the highway. I remember, I think my dad or it was probably my dad pointed that out when we went past
I've only been to
when I was a kid.
I've only been to Dallas once, and that was to help pick up one of my brother's friends from the airport. She was like, she came all the way. Like, how do you book the wrong city?
Well, I'm gonna get going before I get a checklas thrown at me. So
Okay.
Chakla.
Thanks
All
for
right.
joining us.
Thank you. All right, later.
Take care.
Later, Gator.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad he stopped by.
Yeah.
I've been really. I hate to toot my own horn because it's. I don't know where it's going. Anyway, it's not really me. It's the people in the chat, but the people joining the panel are just making the show great. I that's what I was getting at. Is it's not really me, but it's the people in the chat and the other people on the panel. I think the show's getting more interesting. That's just my own opinion. Because last week we had Horror Mycon and he was showing off all that Frazetta stuff and the French predecessor magazine to heavy metal. That was just some awesome stuff.
So I was thinking maybe some fantasy female characters for every month. That as a that's what I was saying to Geass earlier. Is that I do believe it started off in El Paso, Texas, because El Paso, Texas doesn't have a water anywhere near it.
So Mama was
like a body of water.
Sorry to interrupt. Mama was trying to join, but it says device not connected.
What?
That's what it sometimes says in the. I'm looking at the backstage or the green room or whatever, and somebody's trying to join, but they're having some technical issues.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, it always sucks when they don't when they claim movies in a city and it's not. I think that's what happened with one of the many things controversial about the Ghostbusters 2016 was it wasn't even in New York, is what I heard.
It was in Vancouver or something like that. I know they were doing it for cheap. They were trying to do it for
yeah.
Well, the thing, no.
I think what was it? I think
there
was a movie Michael Keaton was in, and it was supposed to take place in Detroit, but it was probably filmed like in Windsor or something. Maybe that was the movie Gung Ho.
Well, the thing is that El Paso is it's a city, right? But the thing is not located anywhere near in any major bodies of water. What the only one is I forgot the name of the river. Damn it.
Yelling at tech to make art.
And Rio Grande. That's the only major body of water that passes through El Paso. And so the thing, and so the movie, in the movie, it shows what looks like Miami, but they're calling it El Palmaro, which I don't understand why. Just use Miami, man.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't understand why
I
they
guess
make
I
a
don't.
movie. It's not even the. It's not even in the right state. They're
Because
not even filming in the right state.
yeah, because it looks like they moved it to Florida, to Miami, Florida, because that's what it looks like. Because
Okay, yeah.
again, the thing is that El Paso is nowhere near a big body of water other than the Rio Grande, and the Rio Grande is not something uh, you can I guess you can make look good. I guess I mean you can. I know there's palm trees there, and but as far as like something that looks like an ocean, I don't. It's like yeah, that's not happening because they're not near the ocean, man. They're like inland. The only way to get to El Paso from water is through to the Rio Grande River, and that's not
Yeah. So that.
it's not some
So yeah.
huge
So
thing.
I get what you're saying,
Mhm.
but
So my assumption is they're using
I,
Florida as the main area, but they're using Miami as the
but
backdrop, but they're calling it something different so they don't
that's
give.
not even the biggest controversy, though. The big controversy is over
George
this
Lopez, who was a
bad man's
fucking
a
idiot anyway.
fascist statement, and
Uh,
I think it was intended as a joke because it looked
is
like
it?
the whole trailer looked fairly a lot. I
It
mean,
looked
most of
fairly.
it looked like a lot of comedy scenes and stuff, from what I recall.
Yeah, the problem with George Lopez is that I'm not even sure he's popular in Mexico because I think he's only popular here in the states and even then because a lot of Latinos or a lot of Mexicanos better yet view him as an American artist, not as an American comedian, not a Mexican comedian, and then
But so
but the thing is the dude always sounds like a grumpy old man, and I guess that's true for par for what he's doing.
I thought it was his grandpa or somebody like that, or
He's
dad,
supposed
or
to be playing
somebody in
the
that show made the statement. But it wasn't the more controversy because, like, George Lopez, doesn't he have some sort of weird? I don't want to get too political, but
Mhm.
doesn't he have some sort of, like? Isn't he kind of opinionated on stuff, or what was the deal? I don't.
Yeah, I know. I know
Is that the deal? Is he one of those opinionated celebrities? We don't
very
have to
much.
know what his opinions are. I'm just saying,
You know the funny thing
is
is
that the issue? Because I don't quite.
not I remember the funny thing is he tried to pick a fight with Erica Estrada. Well, he was make no he was talking some shit about Erica Estrada that he didn't shake his hand when he was a kid or something to that effect.
Is
And
that the
then
guy who was on Chips?
yeah, he was on
Yeah,
chips.
yeah. If
He
anybody
was
hasn't checked that out
Pancho, I think
before,
that was the name.
that was a
That's the name
pretty
of the character.
interesting. Was it like 1970s, 1980s? Motorcycle cop show. Where
Yeah,
was it
where was
supposed to
it?
be? In LA or something?
Where was a white guy and a Mexican on a show, and nobody gave a shit that Erica Estrada was a Mexican. The funny thing is that he grew up here in Texas too, I do believe, or he no here or Los Angeles, and but he speaks American Spanish, I guess you may want to put it that way, because he actually tried to be on Spanish soap operas.
Yeah,
We would call them novelas, telenovelas here, and then
yeah.
novelas. Yeah, and his Spanish is terrible. Erica Estrada's Spanish is terrible. I mean, he got better at it, but his Spanish is terrible. This is as bad as
Well,
mine.
yeah,
So let's put it that
I
way.
wonder if it's like would it be considered terrible in wherever he is from
It would be
in
terrible in
America?
Mexico.
I'm seeing in America in like whatever region. What region? In,
I think
you
he's
like
from
you live in
I
like
think he's from the
LA
Los
or
Angeles
something? I
area.
don't know.
I think he's from the Los Angeles area because I do believe George Lopez is from
Yeah,
there.
so would that be considered good LA Spanish, or do you think even in LA that might be considered kind of sus?
Probably kind of sus because Erica Estrada didn't really speak Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Not even on chips. He didn't really maybe a
Because
few
I know there's
words.
just all sorts of different varieties of American Spanish too. So
Spanglish.
Yeah, there's different. I think there's different varieties of that too. Like Puerto
I don't know.
Ricans might have their own Spanglish,
And then
and it might be different in Puerto Rico than it might be than Puerto Ricans in New York City. I'm not quite sure.
I'm not sure.
Joey Diaz is Cuban American, but he said that he grew up learning how to speak in some sort of slang because he learned how to count. I think it was in some sort of secret code or something. Because I recommend people. He's not for the faint of heart. If you're easily offended, don't check out Joey Diaz. But he's got some good comedy bits, and he also, when he was on the Joe Rogan Experience, he talked about his how he learned how to speak Spanish. He was like some of it was code, because I guess his mom, he said, used to run the numbers. I'm not quite sure what that is. I think it's a form of gambling.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think he learned how to count.
So he learned something else altogether.
Yeah, and some sort of code, that wasn't like regular Spanish. It was probably to keep people from knowing what
also trying to keep the Spanish speakers from not understanding what the hell is going on. But that sounds more illegal than anything else. So we're gonna leave that one alone. But the thing is that Erica Estrada didn't really speak as big a Spanish as the rest of us or most people do. So me and Estrada are probably in the same same band when it comes to how bad our Spanish can get. Because like certain words you're like, if you put me up against someone from the motherland, I'm gonna go down. It's like,
but I've heard there's some villages though where there's some people speak, and I'm sure it's not completely the same, but kind of sounds like really really old. Was it Castilian or Castellano Spanish?
Yeah,
but it's like an old fashioned variety that. And again, languages change over time, and so it might not be exactly the same, but it could be something from hundreds of years ago. I mean, they preserve some things, aspects of when the Spaniards first came over to a particular area.
Yeah,
I've heard that just certain villages, to speak
I just find it funny because
are quite radically different varieties of Spanish than.
Right. Well, like I said,
maybe what you hear on TV might be different than.
Well, like I said, that's because I didn't actually finish that. Because basically, what happened is that he tried to pick a fight with Erica Estrada.
That's what. Yeah.
Or make an accusation against Estrada about not shaking his hand when he was a little kid or something to that effect. And Estrada Estrada eventually caught wind of it, and one time they were in the same building. Estrada confronted George Lopez about it, and George is like, "Hey man, you want to pick a fight about it? We'll go outside. We'll go to the back, and we'll draw fisticuffs, and then we'll grab a beer and laugh it off." And George was like, "Nah, no, thank you. I'm an artist, not a." It's like, okay, dude. Well, don't
it's
don't talk shit.
People on YouTube who keep threatening each other.
Well, it's like, then don't talk shit about somebody if you're not willing to back up your what you're gonna say, man. It's like, and then I was like, I'm just, it's like so George is no stranger to talking trash.
Yeah.
So him talking trash
maybe it's so. I think the fact that he's in the movie and Susan Sarandon, that's people are saying because of those things. Some people are saying because of those things, they're not particularly interested in the movie. Maybe they'll check it out when it comes to a streaming service, but they're not going to go to the theater.
I mean, if anything,
I'm going to the theater to watch it either because they'll never go to the movie theater.
If anything, I think the biggest problem is that they took a if there's supposed to be a joke, a punchline to what George is trying to do, was that for that character for that particular line. It's like you guys threw in something that has no context, no nothing, and people are going to make a natural assumption, and then what you're doing is you're throwing George under the bus, for your mistakes, and because
Well, yeah, I don't. So I don't think it was his character that says it, but
oh, I mean,
yeah, for me,
it
it
could
just
be,
seemed like it was supposed to be some sort of joke, like maybe Batman's a bit of a jerk or something. I mean,
yeah,
and he is,
but
and he does do kind of things that I've always thought. Well, not always. Like, I mean, not necessarily on the Adam West version, but like some other stuff, like
well,
it's a
the
little
thing
bit sus. The guy is a vigilante.
well, the thing is that he wasn't
Eh,
that that terrible of a vigilante until like maybe the 90s. No, maybe not even the 90s. Maybe more into the 2000s when they just decided they were gonna make him super paranoid to the max person. And it started was right. So I think it started when they did the Tower of Babel when they pointed out that Batman had like a freaking data a freaking protocol set that was meant to disable every member of the Justice League. And so I think that's what started the problem. See, the thing is that
well, wait a second. What's the protocol said?
you ever seen the movie the animated movie Justice League Doom?
No.
Basically, Batman figured out how to either stop or incapacitate every member of the Justice League. You're talking Superman, Wonder
Yeah.
Woman, Plastic Man, or all those automatas. Basically, he figured out how to stop automatas. And Ra's al Ghul found
I'm
the list.
sorry. I just kind of have to laugh when I think of Plastic Man. He's
Yeah, I know. He found the
kind of
Ra's
cool
al Ghul
though.
found the list, and he used it against the Justice League. And when they found out that this was
Why the
Batman's
hell did he
thing,
do that? That doesn't make any sense.
again, they decided that Batman needed to become this super paranoid delusion of a person,
Oh,
and I don't know why.
yeah. So, yeah, that's unfortunate, but yeah,
And
yeah.
so I'm
Well,
assuming
the
that's what
thing
they're
is
doing
that
here with the movie.
there's just so much, so there's been so much superhero stuff that like I don't know. I can't keep track of all the movies, all the comics, everything. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, this is why we get the evil Superman stuff, because people are just so, I don't know. I don't know how to put it. This is yeah, they've all turned into Lex Luthor and just decided that Superman can't be this good guy because
yeah.
because somebody with all that power wouldn't be a good person, I suppose. And then so they just all turn into, most of readers are just now Lex Luthors in training, I guess. It's like, and then it's like, so they believe there should be an evil Superman. It's like, okay, all right, whatever. I'll just stick with the old stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing is there's more of the old stuff out there than I could like ever read or watch or whatever. There's just massive amounts of stuff out there that I think it's kind of a shame that we spend so much time talking about the bad stuff now.
Well, no,
So
well, because the thing is that Batman is supposed to be he's supposed to be dubbed the world's greatest detective, but they don't really write about that no more. It's always mental health issues out the yin yang for a character that was supposed to be meant is supposed to be our Sherlock Holmes for the modern time. You know?
but okay, so I think we kind of beat that into the ground.
No, no. I mean,
Did you hear that the Mandalorian's supposed to be canceled after season 3?
yeah, I heard that. I don't know why. I think I can probably guess. I think the thing is that the Mandalorian should have been just as soon should have been ended sooner. I'm going when they finished with the kid. They should have moved on to something else instead of trying to bring back the kid and make it more about the kid. Because right now it seems
that's
more like
another
the
thing that
Mandalorian.
I've never watched. I've got Disney Plus. Never even watched Disney Plus. Oh, hello, Pastry. How are
Hey,
Hey,
you?
Pastry.
sorry I'm
Hey,
like an
Pastry.
hour late. I had to go
No,
ahead.
wasn't
and,
was I
No,
an
you're
hour
good.
late getting to you?
No, it's because I was like just on my show, and then I'm like,
Oh, that's
I
fine.
needed to rest.
That's
No, you're good.
fine. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't think you'd be on here because you just finished your show. But welcome.
But yeah, what are you guys talking about this time around?
Well, I changed the topic because
No,
Tech was talking
we
about
were talking. We were
Batman
talking about Blue Beetle.
a
We
little
were just talking
bit,
about different things about it.
I mean, like more than I wanted to. And I don't know if do you ever watch any Star Wars stuff?
No, I don't have the attention span for especially
Yeah, I
non-animated
don't even have
things.
the attention span to watch much. Like I on Hulu, I'll watch like there'll be one show, and I'll watch the one show at a time, and then I'll kind of blank out about the show after I watch it because I'll go watch like episodes back to back. But I mainly just watch YouTube nowadays.
Yeah,
Well, that's kind of where I'm at. I usually I just watch what I can hear on YouTube. So it's just it's or I'm using what like I'll have music from YouTube playing in the background while I do my work or watching speed paint stuff and
You
or
know,
learning something like I had was talking about when we first started was the small print stuff. So I was
yeah,
learning.
yeah,
So
you were
I was
talking
looking up
about
the stuff
that.
for the small print,
What'd
and
you say about me? So you listen to music in the background when you're? Is that did you mention that?
yeah, usually what I listen.
So that because this ties into this might relate to so Pastry had a music show today. Pastry, is that
a
the thing?
hobby interview show. Like it was music with an IRL friend of mine.
And
Well,
is this linked in the
if
chat?
you
Highlighted in the screen?
if you
No,
ever want,
no,
The link
that's
that you posted?
the link I posted for the April Fool's Day special I did with
Oh,
my
okay.
friend.
okay.
Which don't worry, it's an actual video, but
Well, that's cool. Who
yeah.
needs music when I hype you up? It's a Champ's talking to Daniel Tech.
What I did not, champ?
Thanks for your comment.
Who needs music when I can?
Champ's just making a joke. So I enjoyed that music stream though. It was,
Yeah. I feel like that friend that I had on and I tend to kid a little bit more than most of my others in general. We were
I
just
really
like
liked the dynamic.
we were bantering
that
each
was
other.
fun.
But
It
yeah.
was a fun stream, and Chad was having fun too. At least I was.
Yeah.
There was a lot of music to talk about music in the chat, so I think it was
Yeah.
a great show.
Well, well,
that was
question I would-
actually that was the second music hobby interview I've done.
Well, I mean, if there's a hobby you want to talk about, as long as you let me know in advance, I can show up for it. And
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
normally
abide
have
by
it.
all the different rules. I won't say what they are on air. I can't even remember them all, but
well, I guess
No,
you'd,
talking about in the chat, not on air. I don't think.
it'd be you'd have to, of course, run. You should probably run that by Pastry off air.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Pastry.
Well, no, I mean,
on air.
this is,
You don't
I'm
like.
just,
You're not
I'm
really
doing it out.
talking on air about things behind the scenes or whatever.
I know. I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, you can. Well, I was just throwing it out there. It's not necessary and it's not mandatory for. So I'm just, So if you don't want to, you don't want to. You have,
Honestly, I'm waiting until next season to have people hop on. But yeah. Now, yeah, I'm just
Right, but
trying
I
to say
hopping on like in people. Do you mean like kangaroos? Because they're really
I'm
good at hopping on.
I'm just saying hopping on air. It's just like what I tend
Kangaroos
to
hop on
say.
air. I know it's not a very good joke. It was like a dad
He's
joke.
trying his best to do a dad joke, and it's
I
kind
was
of
trying
epically failing right now. But we still love you.
Go ahead, Pastry. Sorry.
Yeah. I was yeah, I'm just sorry. I lost my train of thought. It
I'm
crashed.
sorry.
You crash and burn.
You're
Sorry.
talking about you're gonna have
No, the fluffy animals escaped.
you're gonna go on break and then there's gonna be another
Yeah.
season. Is that it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be going on a 3 month break from streaming just because of like my IRL obligation not allowing me to stream during the summer.
That's understandable.
Okay.
So
No,
yeah.
well, like I said, it was just more that I was just putting it out there, so you know. So, like I said, not necessary if it's not needed, it's not required.
All right.
Whatever.
Yeah. But you're always welcome in the chat. I don't have any restrictions unless you give me or the batch a hard time, then I'd block you. But
Don't you you don't like it if people are making references to like drugs or something like that?
no,
Which was kind of funny because you're like even like
we're
when
not
somebody was
doing
mentioning
that
psychedelic
now.
music.
All right, calm down.
No, it's what?
Yeah. I think they were talking to me. He was talking to me.
Yeah, even when they were talking about like say psychedelic music, that doesn't necessarily have to do with anything substance related. I mean, it's like a genre of music and somebody could be completely sober and make it. But I think that was just a little too close to what's
Yeah.
prohibited on the show.
Yeah.
Like say Pink Floyd and stuff like
Why would Pink Floyd be prohibited?
that's considered psychedelic, but it doesn't mean
Psychedelic?
like I think it was David Gilmour was like in his 60s. I don't think he was like doing substances all that time. He might have been.
But yeah, I have a random question. Have you seen the April Fool's Day special yet?
No. I've seen I've seen some of your
Shorts.
different. You have these videos about your different profiles and stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying out shorts
because
I'm trying out shorts because YouTube hates or like YouTube just does not like having the long form stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of look at my chat's not particularly active today. I don't know what's going on, but it was a little bit earlier though, and I'm not ripping on the viewers. That's fine. I'm glad there are people watching. I'm glad. It's just
did I trace off your base?
Getting the word out. People say they don't even get the notifications.
Yeah, I think that's been the thing is that people have not been getting notifications. And then, so.
What did you say, Pastry?
Did I trace off your base?
No. What happened is we were like 10 minutes late getting on the air, and then I think there were a lot of people streaming today.
Well, I'm going to be streaming
today.
I don't know, but like there were a lot of people. There were a bunch of different people who, it seemed like even like with some of the comic book channels, it seemed like the audience was a bit split, whereas they might usually just show up in one chat. But because like two people like we're streaming like this guy Rex and this guy Doc, they're both streaming at the same time, but they both have overlap in their audience. Eventually Doc stopped streaming and a lot of people went from his channel to Rex's channel, but Doc had been streaming for like about 4 hours at that point.
4
and Mike
hours
Brown's in the chat. I've just been listening this whole time. Really enjoyed everything so far. Well, thank you so much. It's good to hear because it's hard for me to know when there's not as much interaction going on.
Hey, could you hop off me for a second?
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was hopped onto you. I didn't know I had hopped onto you in the first place.
No, it's just I keep forgetting that, or I don't need. It's like we don't need you getting kicked off the air. For
I'm riding around on your back.
All right, so I'm gonna put this. Where am I gonna put this?
Yeah. And then there's like the people who like to go ahead and do other things while they're listening to us. So you gotta count for that.
I do that myself.
Yeah, because I do believe we have I think it was Tim them, or I think it was Tim just listen to us in the background while he does stuff. So we do have the blender. We have the blender dome listening to us. We're just
I know he's
because sometimes he'll pop up like
comes out with each.
He'll pop up like a rabbit and like, hey, I'm here. Ah!
he has a literal bunny rabbit who somehow can. He's also both a rabbit and one of the best artists. So rabbits can be artists too. Oh, and check out. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I don't know how I pronounce the X. Is that because that can be pronounced differently depending on.
Well,
check out. Yeah. Do you have a wrench? If not, I can make you a moderator. Give you a wrench, or some people call it a jacket. I've heard that term as well.
Well, the thing is, champ, is that right now there's probably more not safe for work than there are safe for work stuff. As of evident was Patreon, I have to now figure out how to change things around.
Well, hi, Lorenzo.
Oh.
Hi, video.
Hi.
Hey.
Pop in.
Who is this? I don't
me.
even know what the hell you are.
It's me.
What is that thing?
Oh, that's me.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello. That was loud.
Welcome.
What was on your profile picture?
Oh, that was the siren horn.
Okay.
Okay, that was loud.
Well, welcome to the channel. I believe is this the first time you've been on the panel?
Yeah, first time on the panel.
Nice.
So, do you watch games?
I'll be right back.
Channel or
I watch.
Don't fall in.
My favorite game is Forza Horizon 5.
Oh yeah, Forza Horizon.
Yeah, Forza Horizon.
Yeah, I haven't played much of the Forza series, but I've got the regular Forza games. I don't know if I own any of the Forza Horizon ones, but they're racing games.
Yeah, I love this game.
Yeah, that's one thing we talk about here. We talk about different hobbies and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But it isn't like a formal interview like what I do.
Yeah, rarely.
But yeah. We just like talk like free form. I guess it would be considered yeah. I guess it would be considered more free form.
So let's see. This person in the chat is it Sleestakians or I don't know how the X and the A. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Yeah, can you please go ahead and tell us how to pronounce your name so that we don't mess it up?
Video Tracks Rules 2.0.
Oh yeah, you got an easy name to pronounce. But I appreciate you joining the channel.
Nice.
The panel on the channel.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Don't worry, we don't fight.
We got Geass. Welcome. Geass is somebody who's a master Geass or Geass is a regular on the show. He's not on every week, but he's on quite often. Simulation racing, but like fun, sometimes over the top atmosphere open world racing. That's Forza Horizon.
I'm back.
And welcome back.
Welcome back.
We got 2 more people since you left.
Yeah. No worries. No, well, our new guest, I know. Video, and then yes, I already know. And no, you were saying something about yeah,
Forza Horizon.
Forza Horizon 5. It is on the Game Pass, so I do play it every once in a while. I'm trying to remember what vehicle I had.
So that's probably on the Game Pass for both Xbox and Microsoft Windows.
On PC, so you can play it on PC. So I actually got, if I had the foresight upon, I could put some of these games. Well, I need a separate hard drive for that then, because some of these games are big files. You're talking like 150 something megs, gigabytes or some crazy number like that.
Just for my Xbox.
And then so I'm okay with it, because I started off with a GT Gran Turismo when it first came out. So I was playing Gran Turismo up until I think until PlayStation 3. Yeah. So up to PlayStation 3 is when I stopped playing Gran Turismo, and then I moved on to playing whatever, and then I just kind of strode on over to Forza.
So it says it's not a bad. So VGM.
It's not a bad experience, but the last couple of them have really.
Was it Forza Horizon? Have Hot Wheels or Lego DLC that are way better than they should be. Well, that's cool. So, do you have any of the DLC to the Forza Horizon? Was it 5?
No, unfortunately, with the Game Pass, it only gives you the base game.
So, what about video? Video tracks rules.
Hi. Hi.
Hey yo.
Hey.
Do you have any of the Do you have any of the DLC for the game? Do you have like
No, I
Hot Wheels or anything for the Horizon?
No, I have an Xbox.
Do you have?
Do
you just have that game for the Xbox, or do you have any of the stuff?
I have it on the Xbox.
Okay.
Do you have any of the extra stuff? Like I heard there was some sort of Hot Wheels.
No.
Okay.
No,
and what about there's? I guess there's something Lego related. Do you have anything for that, or just the main game?
I have just Grand Theft Auto 5 and stuff.
Oh, did you see Grand Theft Auto 5?
Yeah, and Horizon.
Okay. Do you play online at all with Grand Theft Auto, or do you just play the single player?
Both, all the above.
Okay. I've played online, but I haven't played much of the single player. I've only played for like maybe an hour or two, but I don't even know if it was that long for the single player. I've got some friends online now. Maybe once a year I'll go and play that, but
yeah.
LP Brawl says, "How can I get my channel promoted?" Well, I can make you a moderator.
Yeah, moderator. I'll have it. I would like a moderator.
Yeah, you're a moderator on here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Welcome back, Pastry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What happened.
I was like, for whatever reason, whenever it asks me to log in, it kicks me off the show.
Oh, that's
weird.
odd. I'm sorry about that. Check out VGM's channel. Feel free, VGM, to post your link as well. And what are we looking at, Daniel?
I am still working. It's a January. It's a fantasy theme. It's a fantasy character theme for the month of January, which I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out.
You're
Lorenzo,
still on
moderator,
January.
please.
Yeah, I'm still in. Well, I'm doing January, but so I was gonna do January, February, March, and then get to April. But right now, I'm just trying to get
Just
Anyway.
if you type something in the chat, I can make you a moderator.
What do? What is the secret word?
Just
Just
type
type
anything in the
anything.
chat. Say hello or something. Doesn't matter. Yeah, well, hopefully it's not like a swear word or anything, but it's. We've had those in the chat before too, so
Yeah.
you can type anything. But yeah, LP Brawl, I can make you a moderator as well, and yeah, check out VGM's channel. And hey, Jimmy, good to see you. Okay, and then now I can look and let's see. I'm you
Wow,
have to
you're
open
getting
up a
new
different one.
viewers
Oh, I
this
see.
time around.
Um,
You're having different viewers this time around, Lorenzo.
Yeah, that's for sure. More people than. The heck.
let's see. Is okay. Looks like video tracks, Fantastic Rules 2.0. You're a moderator now. At least you should be. And in LP Brawl, you should be a moderator as well. Thanks for joining, everybody, and feel free to like and share the stream. It really does help us get more viewers, and then we can help promote people's channels and have fun conversations. I just got 41. Wow, that's congratulations on 41 subscribers.
Hey,
Nice.
and this is my friend, and this is Jules.
Oh, hold on a second. I'm gonna have to zoom in on you. Oh,
Hopefully she can
does
see
your
your
friend
screen.
want to be on here, or?
Oh, it's Jules.
Yeah, you may want to ask her if she's okay with being put on the screen.
If that's all right, if you're gonna be put on, maybe we'll give you the link.
Oh well, thanks LP Brawl for liking the stream.
Yeah, scrapbook.
Yeah, I just don't want to get in, show anybody if they don't want to be shown on stream or whatever.
Yeah, it's always a polite thing to ask for that.
If they want to, but I'm on my way to 4K.
Okay.
With 4,000 subs?
Yeah.
Holy Toledo, that's a lot of
people.
Subscribers.
Oh wow, that's
you're doing better
intentional.
than I think any of the.
I think that's more than
Yeah.
any of us. More than any of us can have.
Any of us. The rest of us on the panel, you're doing really, really well.
I guess you're doing a racing channel.
Yeah.
And here, check out video tracks, Fantastic Rules 2.0.
Thank you guys for helping me get to 630 subscribers yet again. YouTube likes to go ahead and take 1 or 2 off.
Oh yeah, that happens to me every time I gain a few subscribers. Then all of a sudden it'll magically there'll be at least a couple that disappear.
I know,
and they might not even be doing that themselves. It could be YouTube itself.
Yeah, it might be a bug.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell how YouTube operates, because I don't know how YouTube works. If it could be a bug, it could be intentional. I don't know.
No, because right now I have 77 subscribers.
I'll tell you the subscribers. It's not somebody else unsubscribing to your channel. It's just that it's just a bug.
Yeah, that's possible. I think that I've heard that if people say, "Hey, I just subscribed to your channel," they type something like that in the chat, or "I'm sending my support." Like, I've heard that the YouTube might even unsubscribe someone because of that. Because they don't want people going and saying, "Oh, I'm going to subscribe," and you subscribe back. They want people to go and just. I don't know why that is, but they just don't. They want people to, if they feel like it, subscribe. If they don't feel like subscribing, then don't subscribe to the channel. That's what I guess what they want. instead of people like actually making friends and stuff, which I would think they'd want, but they don't. I don't know. That's just what I've heard. I could be wrong. I'm often wrong about things. Just a silly
No,
lizard.
okay.
Yes, sure.
Yeah. So but now I remember. So I was looking into things like printing to see if I could print my own stuff, and then
Yeah, you were mentioning that earlier.
yeah, okay. So to get a good printer would at least cost me about I want to say 245, 250, give or take. It's an Epson printer that I was looking at. It does double sided. It does good heavy paper, and it does all the way to 11 by 17. So I could print something physically the size of a regular comic book, which is so it's not so it's still an ash can, I guess, but it's more the size of an accurate comic book size. And then the only difference is the paper will probably be expensive, but the printer itself, the printer comes with what, 2 years worth of ink. It's an Epson printer. I forgot the name of the model.
So is it like a professional printer?
No, it's a regular inkjet printer. It just depends on the paper.
Epson?
Yeah, it was Epson.
Okay, yeah, because I know they make. They also have the professional printers, but so this is
but those are like an arm and a leg, man.
But you can do professional level work on it.
Yeah,
because that's kind of cool. If you that's really cool if you can do that.
Yeah.
So what character is this?
So this is a female elf character for the month of January that I'm trying to make a theme for. So
right now, sipping tea.
It's sipping tea. No, it's actually, I take it back. Sipping coffee because apparently they have a national coffee day.
Much coffee today.
So they apparently have a national coffee day in the month of January. I also made her an elf because they also apparently celebrate something called Token Day. Like, okay,
interesting.
Cool. Yeah. Well, so what I'll probably do is just make them all fantasy female characters and
okay. Very cool. So you were talking. So you're saying this. So do you mind saying the cost of the printer? Because now you got me curious.
Okay, so it's like $250 ish. Well, it's like $290. It's like $290. Well, some printers are from $199 to $299, but the one I'm looking at is on sale. So so I might be able to get it for like $250, but it may be more like $300.
Wow,
so
that's if it's something where you can actually do high quality printing, then
yeah,
that sounds like a really good price.
Yeah, it just means that what you're going to be spending more of your money on is going to be the paper and the ink. Yeah,
I just subscribed to LP Brawl's channel, and yeah, I'll definitely check out your stuff. I'm not familiar at all with this Brawl Stars series. Brawl Stars.
I'm gonna go check out his channel.
Awesome.
Bam.
And then
I appreciate you. Joining the panel.
And the print, they do have a machine for saddle stitching, which is basically putting the staple right in the middle. They have a little machine for it. It's like $50-$60. Right. I'm like, but you could use a long neck, a long neck, a long neck printer stapler, and that does the same job. And and that's $13, $14.
Okay, well that's cool.
And then
yeah. Oh, go ahead.
And then the paper cutter to cut it to shape is like somewhere between $40 and $176.
Okay.
But it just
well,
but it just
so
depends.
I've been wondering all along why people don't just make their own zines, like they used to back in the day, how they just make their own
Make
self-made
their own shit. Yeah.
publications. 'Cause,
I,
I
I
mean, in this particular like indie comic scene, and actually there's a bunch of different scenes. Like
I
I think just about everybody on this panel has some sort of scene they hang out in that might, or different
I
scenes
I
and
think the
in
thing
different
is,
communities. And I like having different communities come together on this channel, and
I think the thing is that a lot of people got put off because oh, you have to be mainstream to do this, to do that, to make this, to make that. You but as if beers can be made, so can IP printing and comic books and stuff like that. Because a lot of
I
people,
would,
I
I see a lot of
yeah,
people doing.
AYMOUSE.
we might get well, we're not monetized to begin with, so I guess
Yeah, so be
we
careful
might
what
get
you say.
copyright struck
And
for
then
this time.
and
Um,
so and so
so
so you can because I see a lot of people they're doing things like stickers and stationaries and stuff like they're printing all that stuff themselves and especially stickers because it seems like people like stickers a lot.
Yeah.
So LP Brawl just posted a new video. Did I hear something from Pastry?
I was just agreeing with the whole people liking stickers thing. I'm like, yep.
Yeah, people love stickers, and that's one thing that people can do as far as merchandise that I've heard doesn't really cost a ton of money. Is maybe like stickers or patches, or I'm not sure if it was stickers or patches, one of the two, or maybe both. That's a good that because a lot of people they'll have comic books and they're um, crowdfunding, and like Indiegogo or Kickstarter. I mean, Kickstarter is a much bigger place, but what they say is like this is kind of a little secret, but which I'm now going to spill. I can tell you guys. I heard you can get the like stuff like stickers or maybe magnets or whatever. Some of the little things don't necessarily cost a ton of money.
Yeah,
I
but
imagine if you get them made in bulk, they probably I don't know. I'm just kind of speculating there, but you've heard that's something you can do that's
mhm.
it maybe
Yeah,
doesn't cost a ton of money, and it might be a good way to
yeah, I mean, yeah,
promote your
you.
stuff. Like especially if you were to include that with your comic book.
Hmm.
You back this comic book, and not only do you get the comic book, but you get a sticker. Well, you might be able to charge a little bit more for that comic book if you
Well, I
do
mean,
that.
yeah, I mean, because I was thinking it could also be something I can do more of is like, hey, I can print your stuff for so and so fee, and and why not have you? So I was thinking maybe try being more of a small press, a super small press printer.
Okay,
You know,
well,
you give
that
me
definitely sounds cool.
your stuff, and
Um,
I print your stuff, and
yeah,
it's just building the equipment needed for small
yeah,
press print.
yeah. So I was wondering, like, I've been trying to figure out, like, Geass hasn't said hardly anything, and that's not Geass's fault. Uh, probably haven't given him much of an opportunity
Hmm.
to speak yet.
Is he on panel?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
This is
I'm playing the game,
yeah. So what did you say this game's called?
Mushroom Wars.
Mushroom Wars. Okay. It's a tower defense game, like an indie game, too. I'm guessing.
Hmm.
It looks like a tower defense, maybe kind of a hybrid.
Kind of a
Well,
hybrid.
if you're concentrating, I don't want to bother you. I just didn't want to exclude you from the conversation. And I don't want to exclude pastry, and I don't want to exclude video I'm sorry, I keep forgetting your name.
Don't worry. Maybe in my
Video
next episode, Lorenzo will remember it.
Pastry, I really enjoyed tonight's episode. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Especially with music, because I used to be a college public radio DJ back in the day.
Nice.
Wasn't one of those DJs that scratched the record or anything like a hip hop DJ, but it was
No, you don't need to scratch.
DJ.
Well, nowadays you don't really need to scratch the record anymore.
Did you see my other episode I did on music for the hobby interview show?
I don't believe so, but that
With
sounds
Dead
like
End.
fun.
With Dead End. I'm surprised you haven't. I thought you were on that one, or like in the chat.
I might have. I'm sorry if I was in the chat and I blanked out.
Yeah, that's
I've been having troubles getting to sleep, and if one doesn't get like the right kind of restorative sleep, I think it affects people's memories. Like my memory's kind of like hit or miss as far as what I remember.
Understandable. I'm just trying to find it.
Yeah, definitely feel free to post. Anybody, if you got a wrench, if you don't have a wrench, let me know. But if you're a moderator, just feel free to post your stuff in the chat.
If I'm trying to find,
you like helping people out. LP Brawl says, "Thank you guys so much." Oh, you're very welcome. It's my pleasure. Brawl Stars is a ton of fun. I will post new video on it so you can see what it's like. That sounds fun. I'm always I like learning about different games. I'm always confused about which games to buy. Especially when they're on sale. I like to buy games on sale, and then I don't know what the game's about.
Yeah. Isn't Brawl Stars free though? Isn't it a Supercell game? Isn't it a
as long as
Supercell
it's not
mobile
like
game?
a pay to win type situation, or if you can play the game without constantly having to pay money, that's fun. That's a lot of fun then. So it sounds like LP Brawl, he, she, they. Anyway, that individual will be posting more stuff. I think I just subscribed to LP Brawl's channel, so I apologize that I'm not familiar with your content, but I look forward to seeing it. I'm just constantly impressed by all the fun YouTube channels there are. It was seen earlier. I've got Hulu. I also have Netflix. I also have Amazon Prime. But I just mainly watch YouTube. Occasionally watch Twitch.
Oh, crap, I hate.
I'm sorry, Geass?
I made a mistake.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And that cost me.
Oh, no. Well, that's kind of lousy.
I was trying to get the tower to do something, and instead of grabbing more people, the people I was trying to keep left instead.
Oh no!
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You were. I thought you were in the show. Video Tracks. Welcome back.
Welcome back. I've crashed.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome back. I'm glad you're back.
Yep.
So you've got videos on your channel that in that video you've got. So you've got videos of gameplay footage or?
No, demo reels.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I remember. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I remember your demo. You did those are really nice videos. So, how do you edit those? Do you use a special program to edit them?
I use a video. Making thing that I do.
Well, I like them. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I really liked your demos. Yeah, I just subscribed to your channel. Was it a couple days ago or so? Yeah, when I was watching James Gype. Hope I'm pronouncing his name right.
I pronounce it Gip, but it could be Gype.
Yeah, Pastry, you've I think you've watched this stuff before too, right?
Yeah, you sent me to him, and then he sent me to Cole, and then I've been on Cole's a few times.
Oh yeah, Cole Waltz, is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah, he's always been really super nice to me.
Same here, man.
Did you have a positive experience?
Same here, yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly positive.
I enjoy his show. Unfortunately, I don't catch his streams as often as I'd like to, but
man, he streams almost once a day. I swear. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, that's what's interesting is like James will be streaming, and then somebody else might be streaming kind of a similar type of show about meeting people, and then I get really confused when that happens. It's like, well, which chat do I join? Because sometimes I'll have like 3 or 4 chat windows open, and
just so you know, like almost all the people who are on his show constantly also stream that same show, so that might be confusing. If you're
on Cole's channel or James' channel?
I'm talking about like Cole and Snugster and like all of Cole's group, normal regulars.
Okay.
I'm talking about like all of his guests.
Yeah, that can get confusing when people are because there's some channels that I follow that are like that, and it's like, well, which chat do I type in?
But yeah, honestly, I think it just depends on like and I've done like I personally call it like double stream, and I personally say like depending on who's doing more activities, I tend to say pay attention to my chat and have the other one on mute. Or paying attention to the other person's and have mine on mute.
Oh, well, welcome to the... this is another name I don't know how to pronounce. Is it Hojo or Oho? Or, I mean, like, because depending on the name, is the H pronounced? And how's the J pronounced? I'm really sorry. But I always enjoy I always enjoy seeing you. Yeah, you're a talented individual. This is the person I've got highlighted. Is from a lot of comic book chats. Oh, so it is Hojo. Okay. Because I thought you said hola to me before, and it's like, oh, maybe Hojo is pronounced ojo. Maybe it's a Spanish word or something. I never know.
I've literally had to ask, hey, how do you pronounce your name before?
And you might have said it a billion times on the air, but I get so forgetful.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I definitely feel like sometimes this show overstimulates you too.
Oh yeah, I'll take breaks where I go months without streaming. Because as I've said before, I'm autistic, and so I do get kind of overwhelmed. But I also take a lot of joy out of from interacting with all sorts of different people, having the chat, having people in the chat, having people on the panel. Not
I
just good
on
old fashioned cultural appropriation. Okay, that's
I honestly feel like when it comes to like streams and tiredness and whatnot, it depends on what guests you have on. As like who you have on. As if like one, if the show's gonna be good, two, if you're gonna be tired and overstimulated.
well. One of the issues I have is with StreamYard. I don't find it easy to use. I used to use Google Hangouts, and that was buggy, but it was easier for me to remember. Oh, this button does this, or this button does that. A StreamYard, it seems like they keep messing with it and adding different features, which is cool and whatnot, but it's kind of overwhelming for me. I don't find it to be all that intuitive. It's not easy to figure out.
Yeah, I use Streamlabs and then just like have people like I call the people, but it tends to have less guests. I feel like what you could do is have like what I'm just gonna say him because he does this and I used to be a part of his shows, but Cross has like this on air like voice thing in his Discord server where like he has everyone hop on.
Yeah, the the situation. I have a really hard time keeping track of who's talking as it is. In Discord, I have an even harder time for some reason. I can always like I don't know. It's easier for me to use StreamYard, and just it makes it easier for me to highlight people. But it can be kind of a little like overstimulating. Like right now, so Geass has something going on, and
Broken. La pupa.
and we got video tracks. He's got his camera going, and we got and then we got there we go. we got Daniel from the Tech Corner.
Yep.
Does a drawing.
Because I'm just
Lovely
looking for
drawing.
stuff.
Wyatt.
But yeah.
It sounds like you're enjoying yourself, video tracks.
Yeah, I love this.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. As long as people are having fun, then I think that's fantastic. That's the goal of the show. Is just people have fun. I think sometimes people can get a little too serious.
Why so
with the
serious?
internet and-
Yeah, I just feel like with streaming, like how serious the host is dependent on like what kind of show they want to run, honestly. Yes, the structure is serious, but on my stuff, but we still screw off on our shows, even though it's like more structured. It's more of like a I tend to go more for like a soft professional is when it comes to like my shows versus like having a totally free form.
Well, yeah, you have rules and you have a definite structure, but you also do like kind of. Don't you have kind of like you got different types of formats, but don't you sometimes do like kind of word association, like word game type things?
Yeah, that's audio games. But yeah.
But audio games can be several different things. It's
Yeah.
People need rules. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I have the rule sheet. Because like there once upon a time I just said keep PG and then people kept on doing things that like I didn't like, so therefore there was a sheet.
Do you say Kiki G?
Me?
I have no idea what you said. I'm sorry, my
Don't mind him. He's still he's still not ripe yet.
I have some audio processing issues, so
I said people keep on doing things I don't like on my shows, so therefore I have to have a sheet.
oh, you have to have a sheet. Okay, yeah.
That's the sheet.
But yeah.
Reminds me of WWE stuff. You're on the list.
But yeah, in general, it's just like, and whenever people like break rules like softly, I'm like, don't do that again. I tend to be like unless you do something seriously wrong, I hold on. Sorry about that. I pressed the wrong button.
Press the button. Sorry. Sorry.
So you may have quite a bit of structure, and you like to have rules, but you're not like real legalistic about. You're not like just trying to go and okay, well, like you're not on the show and you're fired. And you're like you're trying not to do that.
I've only permanently fired one person from this show, but they absolutely deserved it. But
oh
yeah.
no, I've only ever banned one person the entire time I've been on the internet, and that's because that screwball earned his ban. Oh
yeah.
Yeah, dude. It turns out you don't threaten me.
In general, it's like it's most generally I tend to be like let's not do that again.
Well, take care, LP Brawl, and
yeah.
thanks for joining us. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to get going, he says.
Bye.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Pastry.
That's fine.
I find this, I don't know if the audience finds it interesting, but I do find it interesting to hear about how different people run their show.
Yeah, I definitely feel like you could go ahead and make that a series, like, have different people on and like have them and interview them on how they run their show as well.
I don't know if it would be a very popular series. I mean, then again, if people could end up finding their niche, and maybe my niche is just interviewing people about all the different ways they run their show. I mean, that's a possibility.
But yeah,
right now,
I'm just throwing that idea. I'm just throwing that idea out there.
Yeah, that is definitely that's definitely an interesting idea. Yeah, because I have noticed you.
Yeah, you seem to like how I run my things. And the only time I've ever really had like something just like go totally off the walls was when I literally let on two friends that know each other like really well. Like the three of us tend to like just screw around a lot. And then like when I'll let both of them on the show at once, it ended up crashing my brain completely. But yeah,
I was watching one of your shows, Pastry, and it seemed like maybe some extra people ended up in the Discord chat than you expected.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but, it's the fact that like I had two people together who just equal to like complete chaos when they're together. So I'm like, let's not do that again.
Daniel, what you were saying?
No. I'm still looking at stuff. I'm being a nuisance.
No, you're not. So Daniel, how do you go ahead and run your show?
When I do like tomorrow, I'm gonna do a sketch stream, a $30 sketch stream. So you guys are gonna want to show up for that. Basically, I'll work on something, and if someone is like, "Hey, I have an idea for this for a $30 commission," we'll go ahead and we'll do that.
Is this on YouTube or Picardo?
Picardo.
Oh yeah. So warning to viewers, there's some stuff that happens on Picardo that you can't really show on YouTube. So it's kind of
Yeah, so I can't really show that here.
for
But
adults.
but as far as YouTube is concerned, usually what I do is I try to pick a topic ahead of time, and work on or give myself ideas to work on ahead of time, and then we'll talk about said subject was one or two guests. I guess the only time it actually falls apart falls apart is when I venture out of what I was talking about. So usually I try to find something to talk about, and try not to stay too long with it, because I know some people don't have the entire day to listen to me ramble, or have the attention span to stand that one
Kind of
subject.
like the discussion about the printer that you brought up a couple times.
Yeah, because I brought up the printer, and then you
I
guys
think
just kind of went the other
it's
way.
really cool and all, but I think maybe once if you get that and it's in action, I think that might make it a little more relevant.
Yeah.
And let's see. Oh, I'll be there for
I'll be there for the arts.
arts, says Champ. Well,
Yeah, well, I'll be there for the monies. The money. No, because I really do need money now.
and Geass, I see you stopped playing or you stopped streaming the game, and I know I wasn't focusing on.
Yeah, sorry.
That's fine.
I'm still playing it. I had to put it on pause. Somebody came in and I had to deal with that. So
that's fine. That's fine. I just
this particular game I can't share just the game, so I have to do full screen. So I stopped screen.
Oh, that's
streaming.
fine. Yeah, I was just making sure that everything was okay with because I mean I didn't want to be rude and ignore what you were doing.
But yeah, sorry I'm a little spacey tonight.
I'm sorry.
I came back
that
from
I'm a little spacey tonight. I didn't know whether or not I'd be able to stream tonight because it kind of upset stomach. Now I'm doing better.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, today, like I said, like I was telling Lorenzo, I woke up to Patreon, basically asking me to dox myself to them. I was like, great, that's awesome. Because they want photo IDs for anything over, because I'm doing not safe for work stuff over the age of. And they want to know I'm over the age of 18. Of course, I'm over the age of 18. How else would I have a bank account? Last I checked, you have to be either legal age, or you have to have a legal guardian sign you for a bank account. You can't have one under the age of 18. That's the last I know about banking stuff. Unless they changed the law recently, I don't know, or changed the rules recently. I know that you have to have a guardian, a legal guardian, whether it's your parent or an actual legal guardian, foster parent or whatnot, have you to open a bank account. So you can't have one over under the age of 18. Yeah.
So you just don't want to give them your photo ID. I mean, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't blame you for that.
So now I have to figure something else out, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to lose 200. I'm about to lose some money. So hopefully, with a change around.
And Jam loves money.
Yeah. Then, like I said, I was thinking of printing my own comic, and
do you remember that Cream Cash Rules Everything Around Me? $dollar bill, y'all. Or was it Get the Money? $dollar bill, y'all. Can't remember.
What's so funny?
Show me the money. That's what you're talking about, right?
Bunny, bunny.
What's popping? Hey, popcorn. I'm trying to think of a good hair bun for the back of this character, because I'm trying to make her look sophisticated. It's January, so I figured.
Didn't you have a bunny on the screen earlier? Speaking of bunnies.
Oh, the bunny. I had her earlier. I need to put her up. That one.
So this is.
I guess that would feel more like April. For some people.
Is the character named April?
No.
Okay.
But I did it. I did it mainly because it was supposed to be for the year of the rabbit.
Oh, okay. But it works good with Easter coming up.
Yeah, because it worked good with Easter too.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't even trying. And then I think my other thing
Would you prefer if like people drew like more like guys or like kind of like or maybe more people like in between or
Wait, are you asking me?
yeah, I'm just asking for your opinion. You don't have to say if
I
you don't want to.
personally, like it when people don't, um, treat gender as a stagnant. Like, people tend to go ahead and, be too stiff on what, on like, on how like, people draw people of like with gender. Like, girls have to be a certain way, guys have to be a certain way. I honestly like it when people tend to go ahead and draw guys in like guys that are more feminine or girls that are more masculine or like um different things, if you
did you
get what I
know?
mean.
Did you know January 13th is Make Your Dream Come True Day and National Rubber Ducky Day?
I did
Huh.
not know that.
Is there supposed to make your dreams come true with a rubber duck?
I guess. Well, because January 3rd is JRR Token Day, Festival of Sleep Day, International Mind Body Wellness Day. January 2nd is National Science Fiction Day, and National Thank God It's Monday Day. Obviously, January 1st is National. No.
Thank God it's Monday.
Yeah, January 1st is New Year's Day,
That's
and
like the
but it's
opposite.
also National Hangover Day.
What the heck? Oh boy.
Oh no! Hey, no.
So
January 4th is Trivia Day, and National Spaghetti Day. They
and
like to
so
throw things together because January 5th is National Bird Day. January 6th is National Take.
come on, Daniel, please don't.
January 6th is National Take Down the Tree Day, Cuddle Up Day, and Bean Day.
Yeah, you're gonna go through the entire
Yes, I'm
year.
gonna go through the whole thing because it's
No,
funny as
please
hell.
don't. Please don't.
January 7th is Old Rock Day. January 8th is Bubble Bath Day.
I think we broke Daniel.
No, no, I'm just having a ball with this. It's like National House. January 10th is House
Oh
Pet
yeah, we
Appreciation.
lost Pastry. I wonder if Pastry got disconnected or something. Oh, Pastry did
Did that
crash.
crash? I think you did. That or StreamYard is randomly throwing people out the door.
Yeah,
Because I think that happened to
crash. Yeah, we didn't kick you, Pastry.
yeah, because
But it's weird. Like as soon as Pastry mentions femboys, you start going to this whole thing about like
Femboys.
changing the topic to
Well, maybe I should show. Maybe I should show.
to like national.
Well, I mean, maybe I should just show Android pastry. See if that kicks me off.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to give me a second.
Pastry says definitely. Oh, I can focus on something else.
Yeah, hang on a sec.
Yeah, so
See if that kicks me off.
so you said so. Have you drawn some femboy
That
like kind of like
like well, I guess Android pastry would probably be the equivalent.
But have you like drawn like has
Like,
anybody's like one of like say some of these K-pop band stars that
not
are
maybe
really
not a K-pop fan.
famous?
Let me check because I think I've done it before. Because I've done it a few times for people.
Because I think they tend to.
Well, actually, if I think about it, because let's see here. No, well, not that. I'm gonna get in trouble for that one, or we're gonna get Lorenzo in trouble.
Leon,
Let's see here. What the fuck is that damn thing? Sorry, guys. Like I'm cursing.
Well, that's fine. We're
I'm
having
cursing up
much
a
what
storm.
Geass is doing. So,
I mean, because I've driven them a couple times, but some of the stuff is like. What is it?
yeah, I like
Make
the artwork in this game. This is
Yeah, artwork is great.
yeah.
Huh.
Hey, Eric and Boyd. Lorenzo
Yeah, Eric.
is the lead
Lorenzo is the
singer
lead
of
singer of
the
Extreme Pop. I should.
of the Sleestakians representation. Yeah. You weren't supposed to give away my secret.
Secret identity.
Yeah.
Okay, now I remember. Hang on. Where is it? Where is he? This you can put it back on now. This would probably be the equivalent of a slightly effeminate man or feminine boy, teenager. That's the best I can think of that I can I can show off, or I can show the character and not get in trouble for it.
Because the way, because like how popular.
Feminine looking men are pretty popular, especially when with like long hair or they have a
like anime and manga.
Some of them, yeah.
I mean, some of the characters, and then
because
there's sometimes like guys who even wear dresses and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
and then there's and then
I mean not exact
then
dresses.
You're probably going to run into the similar thing with women, where some women are going to be a little more stereotypically or typically or whatever considered masculine type people, because and there's kind of a spectrum in how people there's definitely a spectrum.
Yeah,
it's good to see you, Eric. Thanks for joining. And yeah, feel free to promote your channel in the chat, and if you want on the panel, we've got the StreamYard link in the description. Trying to make this as interactive as possible. I'm trying to kind of blur the lines between these are the people on the panel and this is the chat and whatnot. Because sometimes people. Sometimes somebody will be on the panel, and maybe the next week they're in the chat or whatever. Our Pastry was on the panel and is now back in the chat. I saw a photo of Lorenzo in a dress once. My eyes have never been the same.
Hey, Chad.
Don't knock it until you've tried it. Chad M says hello, everyone. You're welcome, Chad. Good to see you, as always. And it looks like Eric's posted the photo. Inside our minds.
Actually, we're about 12 minutes to 10 over here.
That's true. Yeah, I'm kind of worn out, even though we haven't. It's not like we had a
yeah, I'm just.
It's not like we had something like a big argument or anything on here. It's just.
Well, I mean,
I've been kind of tired today. I was feeling a little sick before the show. I got to feeling better. So, do people know about like the Hittite civilization? One of their kings was King Midas, and I'm wondering if that relates to the. There's one in Greek mythology But there was also a King Midas who ruled over the Hittite Empire.
Never heard of. I know King Midas. Everybody has heard of King Midas, but what was the other one?
So yeah, so like in mythology, Midas, Greek mythology, was it somehow Midas got the ability to turn things into gold?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think.
the god of wine granted him a boon, and he asked for gold, basically. And
Was it like
well,
Dionysus?
yeah,
Dionysus, yeah.
Dionysus.
Okay.
And basically it was more of a curse because everything he touched turned to gold, and then so it was more like he tricked him, I guess, and after the fact.
Yeah,
Whatever it
didn't
is.
he end up like touching another person? They turned into gold.
I think it was his daughter or something.
Yeah,
Oh, gosh.
he turned his daughter to gold.
He wanted to give her a hug or something, and then she turned into gold.
Yeah, because
Oh, that's
because
good.
I guess the better assumption being because he didn't try it on any other person. He just assumed that it only worked on anything that was inanimate. But
Well, I think it was an accident at that point. Something
Yeah,
that he
definitely.
couldn't avoid.
Go ahead.
kind of work.
Like by that point, it was clear it worked on stuff he didn't want it to work on because he had trouble eating.
Yeah, because
Oh wow, yeah.
because all right. So I'm gonna
Yeah, definitely kind of need a bucket of chicken.
yeah he
I don't think they had that back then.
it was more yeah, because it was kind of a pretty much a curse at that point, and then
Yeah, that would be like a disability if you couldn't, if everything you touched turned into gold.
yeah, he
That would
couldn't
be
eat. He couldn't.
that was
So
causing an issue for someone, a serious issue. And so maybe who knows? But you could just bumped into his daughter or something, and then she turns into gold. I can't remember the exact story. And there's probably different ways it was told, because with myths, legends, I think it tends to be the person telling the story. They might emphasize this or that to prove their point, to convey some sort of moral to people.
it's supposed to be a moral of the story type deal. That's from what I remember. It's supposed to be more like and the moral of the story. Yeah, this is
Yeah, I think that's
don't ask shit from the gods.
Especially not the god of wine and insanity.
Yeah,
yeah. You probably don't want to ask him for too many favors.
yeah. Basically, the dude just kind of just okay, and then gave him something he couldn't control.
So yeah, Chad, feel free to promote your stuff. Folks in the chat, Eric, everybody, feel free to promote your channels. We're gonna have to wrap things up, unfortunately.
All right.
Getting kind of late.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us.
Later video. Later.
Well, that was
took
fun.
off.
Meeting video.
Yeah. All right. You can find me at high tier. High. You can find me at tier Comix on Twitter. I have not changed it on Instagram just yet. And
so did you say high tier was taken?
Yeah, high tier got taken. They wanted me to add like a bunch of dumb numbers to it so I can get high tier. And I didn't want to do that.
Check out the Chad M's channel.
And then
Chad_M.
Yeah, so you can find me at high tier on YouTube and Twitter for at high tier here on YouTube and tier Comix on Twitter. And
take care, Eric.
so I'm probably have to do workaround. So I may not. So I'm gonna have to change the size for the comic here in the next couple of days. So I'm gonna probably have to put a pause on updating until I get things situated because I really don't want to give Patreon stuff. And okay, so that's it for me for right now. Yes, do you have anything, sir?
You can find me DeviantArt as Master Geass. Can't really. Let's see. Here's my link.
Let's see. It's taking a little while to show up. StreamYard's got a bit of a delay. Here we go.
Yeah, I think that's why my blue.
Now? Yeah, the people in the chat are probably like, what's this? You know, because
What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? Yeah, there seems to be a bit of a lag. I noticed.
Oh crap! My game broke.
Uh-oh.
I was winning too.
That sucks.
It seems to have gotten frozen.
I'm really sorry.
Oh, sorry, dude.
But check out Master Geass on DeviantArt.
Yeah. All right.
Anything
We'll
else?
see you guys next time.
See you next time.
And I gotta finish this.
Oh yeah.
The whole there's a study in the Journal of Nature. I'm not gonna read it out loud. But if you ever wonder what happened to the Hittite Empire, which might be a different empire than what they talk about in the Bible, because sometimes it happens. You know, sometimes there's one term that's used for one thing and then one term used for another. But if you ever wonder what happened to that, it talks about King Midas, which is apparently also a different King Midas than the one in the story. And it talks about his father and there being some sort of drought and stuff. And I think that's how the Hittite Empire ended up collapsing. It was once I think a pretty powerful empire. If I recall correctly, it might have spoken like an Indo-European language, you know, kind of like distantly related to English, but I could be remembering things wrong. Anyway, you can. I'm your host, Lorenzo Sleestak. You can find me here. You can find us here every Thursday night, 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 Mountain. Throwing that in there for pastry. 6. Wait a second. 5 Pacific, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and 8 a.m. on Friday morning here in the Philippines, which it apparently is in the future. So,
That's beautiful.
and I'd like to thank all our viewers from around the world for watching, and thank you everybody who participated in the chat or watch the stream or is watching this in the future. I really appreciate you guys all, and thanks Rebellious Pastry and Video, everybody who the Geass Attack, everybody who joined the channel tonight. Am I missing?
Thanks for coming, guys.
Anyone
No,
who's on here?
no, I think you're good, man.
And thank you everybody in the chat. More people than I can name off were in the chat. But take care, everybody, and hopefully see you folks next week.
Yeah, later, guys.